gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
I guess the microphone's on. So I got to be careful about the microphone because when I'm playing music in the speaker, which is right here, it probably conflates with that. I like this tune. It's copyright free.
Cold eyes, breaking free from a long night.
It's good. But anyways, forget that. Let's take a look at Google Earth. I'm actually trying to use one screen tonight. I've got another screen, but it's doing something else right now. I can't say anything more about that secret screen. I met a wild cat. It wasn't wild, it was stray. Hungry, fed it, looked, and then I went back out and it was gone. I just met this cat. So I'm thinking about this cat. I can show you a picture of it. No, you don't want to see no cat. You want to see this. What is that? That is a place you've never been before. I guarantee anyone listening to this broadcast has never been to that country. I don't want to put a gun to my head because it's always possible somebody who lives near there may have been able to go into that country, but I kind of doubt it. This is my one drink, my soda water. The Arrowhead factory is really close. Okay, let's talk about Telebit. I've talked about it. Okay, I got to turn off that music. And let's get started. I was looking for some. Where's my phone at? I was looking for maybe Tyrone to pop by. Anybody who wants to come into the stream I can invite you. Bernie, whoever wants to come into the stream, I'm open for that right now. I want to see the chat though. Where's the chat at? I got to open up the comments. Where are the comments? I got 3 viewers. Can I get a comment? Okay. Look, guys, if you don't know me by now, this is the smoking gun in the Sahara Desert. Those lines, okay, so look how long that line is right there. And it's going across a river. So it's part water control. That's what I believe. I got all sorts of sounds in my place, and I've got them all turned off, so I shouldn't hear a single thing right now. How long is that line? Let's measure it real quick, because I just want to see from about here all the way over to here. Another water area, by the way. 10 kilometers. Really? I thought it was a little longer than that. But if you want to look at miles, it's less than 10. Whoops. What are we doing here? We're doing this. We're doing miles for the American audience. Only 6.72 miles. Now, let's talk about a place in your hometown that's more than 6.72 miles long. And what do you think? You think that you are going to you're going to be able to lay out something that long, like a road? Well, I grew up in Upland, California, and that main bridle path. Let's go to the. Hey, by the way, I'm going to open up a different. I don't want to navigate away from that, but I'll show you where I grew up. Oh yeah, by the way, that's why, because the line here is much longer than the line over there. Okay, we are in the Sahara Desert. We are in Mali. Not too close to Timbuktu, but kind of close. And there's all sorts of things here. And when you ask Chat GPT, what is this? And you give them the coordinates, they're like, it's part of the Adrar mountain. There's no mountains here. These aren't mountains. What are those? Barely mountains. Something weird is what they are. They're lines. I've talked about this a million times. Let me show you where I grew up. So yeah, if you go to Upland, California, okay, and I was born up here, but I grew up in Upland. If you go to LA, you have something over here called the Inland Empire. That's Pomona right there. Boom, Pomona. That's Cal State. Oh yeah, Cal Poly, right. So take the 10 freeway over to Upland, and you immediately see that thick street right in the middle of the road. That's where I grew up. That's my high school right there. No, that's not my high school. What is that? Chaffee. That's Chaffee College. There's the 10 freeway, right? High school's up here. There's my high school. But do you see that road going up to the mountains right there? And it pretty much turns into a fork in the road. That's a fire station. So that was always this was, people run that every day. There's the 210 freeway. When I lived there, the 210 wasn't there. So hard to get used to, remembering that that's where there used to be a big cut through. They were planning that freeway for a long time. And so like there were a couple of random houses like literally still left over. And they're like, yep, you can try to keep it, but you can't sell it. All right. So that was growing up at Upland. Now, why am I here? Because we're looking at the bridle path. Okay, I'd like to turn off the 3D. It's just weird. Can I turn that off? There's no 3D on. It looks like 3D coverage. What else is there? 3D buildings. Okay, turn that off. There we go. So that's where I grew up. Western Christian High School. I don't even know that place. Where is that? Just above the freeway? I was up here where the rich people lived. Not like I was rich. And I do believe that there's Pioneer. So the 210 freeway was north of Pioneer. That was 18th, 17th, I believe. There's Baseline. That's where I grew up. This alley was my alley. Whoa, look at all those RVs. Yeah, the house that I grew up in right here doesn't exist anymore. They tore it down and built a new house because of all the changes I'd made. I was doing construction, recon, all sorts of stuff. Let me see what's going on here. I'm looking for my phone. I just want to make sure that nobody's trying to get in on the live stream. Am I even live? It doesn't sound live. Doesn't sound live. I got one watching, one like. That doesn't seem right. I guess I lost my audience. Okay, well, we're going to go back to Molly in a second. I just want to make sure nobody's sitting there trying to get into the live stream because I invited a couple people. And yeah, this is mainly trying to grab the new StreamYard, which I'm now paying for. Okay, let's get back over here. So this is not Telebit. Telebit's over here. So these lines are a little longer. And if we want to measure those, we can go from here all the way over there. That's 16 miles long. Now, that's why I brought up this other road called the Bridle Path, because it is actually literally Euclid Avenue, and it goes 20-something miles down to the 91. So if you want to know how long is a road, in LA, well, let's measure this one. We go from San Antonio Heights down to here. Of course, it's not perfect. It's 30 kilometers long. Why is it still kilometers? I thought I went to miles. 19 miles. 19 miles. Okay, now it disappeared, but the thing, oh yeah, this is a really cool place. We had these circles, and I didn't live that far north. I was lucky enough to live by like 16th Avenue. Okay, so as we zoom back in, hey, who's that? Re-indigenizing Minds. I really need your source, Re-indigenizing Minds. Thank you for joining and mentioning. You keep saying that what was the name of the wall? Goes all the way down to Mexico, and I'd like to see that a little better because I have followed up on that and I haven't seen anything. You're willing to join my stream. I can get you the link if you want in. I just want to go through a few things before I let people in. But if you're interested in joining and talking, I'm happy to let you in, and I can give you an invitation link. Stonewall, right? And I'll even let you share your desktop or whatever you want to share to show how Stonewall, and we're going to go there in a second to show it. You tell me if it's the Stonewall you're talking about. This is where I grew up right here. San Antonio Heights is a little too far north. I went to Upland High School. That's too far south. My house was right in the middle. I joined the Army and moved out. My mom sold it and they tore it down and rebuilt it with a better house. These are $1 million houses on the Bridle Path. And the Bridle Path was special. Now down here, I don't know where we are down there, but up where I am this was literally 100 feet across. What is that line? So that's a bike lane. I never knew about those. We didn't have those when I lived there. And it was 100 feet across, but the Bridle Path was literally wider than the two roads. And I went out. See, look at how there's an open field right there. That's so weird. I don't know how there's any open fields at all. What is that? Somebody's property. Yeah, that's somebody's yard, okay? This is millionaire country right here now. So yeah, in re-indigenizing minds, am I still showing that? I didn't mean to keep showing that. Thank you for joining. And yes, Stonewall, I'm going to show you how to get there. I brought you to Upland to say that this road I grew up on was 19 miles long. I never measured it before. I used to think it was more than 20. And it's actually, I didn't get close enough to get it perfect. So, a very funny thing about California is this angle right here. What does that say? An ancient diagonal trade route through the Malpais or Pie Town. Well, you're bringing up Pie Town now. Now you're talking, because we were talking about. Well, let's go there in a second. But check this out, because I think this might be related. Look at that angle right there. Look at this angle right here, south of Bakersfield, north of the Angeles Forest. How is that so straight? I think it was manipulated along with Central California. And then you're talking about, let's go out to, Pie Town's down here, right? New Mexico. I actually can find it now. I'm actually good at finding it now. It's right there. Oh, I didn't make it. Let me try that again. So it goes through here. Pie Town's right about here, right? Where's it? 25. You go down Albuquerque 25. This national forest right here. It's like right there. Pie Town. Are we going to find it? No. Okay, we'll back out and find the 60. That's the 10 down there. That's the 40 up there. So the 60, there it is, Pie Town. Yeah, they show this town right there. So it is way up there, closer to the 40 than the 10. Now, when I left Pie Town, I visited there to Angel Island, Baja. Okay, so I'm going to have to type that in. So you say it goes, now let's go back up to the starting point. I don't want to say starting point, but we go up here near the 25, but actually inland, into the Rocky Mountains, although this opens up, right? There's La Veta. So we're talking about right here. That's right here is the Spanish Peaks. And if we back out, we just go Stonewall Gap. So this is the Stonewall you're talking about. Please confirm. Is that the Stonewall you're talking about? Stonewall Gap up there in Colorado? And we're going to figure this out. You said through Malpais. Now, Malpais or Pie Town, I know those areas. Where are you located, by the way? Malpais is right there by Pie Town. You go down the 25. Where's the 40? Or we haven't even hit the 40 yet? Where's the 40 at? That's weird. There it is, Gallup and Santa Fe. You're in Albuquerque. Okay, great. All right. So we're going to keep going here. I'm just want to see, because, okay, so here's why I have this Caltapa opened up. Because we were going to Africa. That's why I had it over there. Actually, let me just open it. Let's put this back in Africa, because I do want to go over Africa one more time. That's Africa. That's the Sahara Desert right there. The place that I want to show you is right about here. So those aren't mountains at all, really. That's not a mountain range. That's barely anything. Okay, now what I'll do is, because I know exactly where the Pie Town is, when I open up Caltapo, it opens right up to Pie Town. Pie Town and the aligning parallel ridge that I talked about in my last video. I've been there. I talked about it enough. This is This is the watersheds of America that right here. This is Pi Town right there. Now, the Malpais was over here, right? This was the Cinder Cone National Monument or something like that. And I thought Malpais was right there. I can't remember. I just talked about this in my last video, Malpais. So that's about here somewhere. Okay, so you said Malpais or Pi Town. And then we're going to talk about Angel Island, Baja. And I know how to get there now. We just go straight down. So let's make a straight line. Let's get in here and find Malpais. There's Box Bar. Where's that Malpais? Anyways, let's just go with Pi Town since I know that better. And we're going to just make a straight line. Not that. Wait, not that. This. And we're going to go from Pi Town down to Angel Island, which is right here, right? Is that it? Isla del Golfo del California. No, that's not it. Angel Island must be this other one over here. Is that Angel Island? Yeah, Isla Angel. Isla Angel de la Garda. If you didn't know I could speak a little Spanish, I'm going to sing for you next time. Okay, let's so we can just make a line and then we can finish it. Done. I think I better save it to a project of some sort. Idaho? No. Africa? No. Let's do something Colorado? Let's do the Colorado. There was also a Pi Town. There's a bunch of stuff here. So yeah, I had this stuff up here. See, I was looking at all this stuff a long time ago. That's just, I don't even think I need that anymore. So I'm going to done and then go back to this and look at it. Now, what is this? This is the one we just made, right? So everything else we can turn off. It doesn't matter. Colorado file. Did this years ago. Now, I know it's not a straight line, right? Indigenizing, re-indigenizing. Or maybe I should just call you minds, our minds. I met a cat tonight. That was exciting. Got to pet a cat. You know, I worked all day by myself, so getting to pet a live creature is actually spiritual. And the fact that I could pet him. Okay, I turned that off, and now, here we go. So that's the line. That's the straight line. So the question is, and yeah, it goes up to here, you said, which is right about there. I guess I could put that where, I mean, we look at, you said stone wall, and you just confirmed, yes, that's the stone wall gap that you're talking about. So that gap, I believe that's the line. Look at the gap right there. So there, okay, so let's follow this gap and let's put in a new line. Yeah, and there's those two mountains. What kind of alignment? Don't be shy. I'm listening. And if you want to talk about this, let's get you on here. Okay, I'm going to back out so I can follow that gap. And let's see if we can get this thing lined up from there to down here, right? To right about here. How do we do it? Where's the gap? There it is. I can see it. The ridge is there. So there's a river, so we might as well follow this river, right? Is that look good? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about a ley line? You know, are you talking about something that's underneath all the mountains? Because I always thought you were talking about a trade route. That's what you said, right? I'm looking at it right there. You said trade route, an ancient diagonal trade route through the Malpais or Pi Town. Problem is you got all these mountains in the way, right? So there's Taos, New Mexico. By the way, ancient stuff. Taos, how do we get through from here? I guess maybe you can go around. Maybe you can cut over here somehow. Look at all these circles right there. Look at all those circular dikes. So if you can get over here on the other side of Taos, and I've been to New Mexico and Santa Fe and Taos before, this river system probably is a good follow. I'm just going to follow this. Look at that. Through Albuquerque, eh? Down the 25, does that Puye Mount Taylor? Oh, I saw the Ditchard site. Wait a minute. I just saw that. Were you watching when I was talking about that? They're all walls, straight line. Okay, well, now you're challenging me because I've never been able to find a straight line, you know. Ditchert. Okay, we saw the ditchert yesterday, or in the last video. So basically, if you say straight line, let's just straighten it out. Let's just straighten it out. Oops. Oh, I forgot to save my work. Okay, well, you saw what I just did, and I think we can see right there kind of a straight line. They're all walls. Where are the walls here? I'm going to go here. That's why I just saw Ditchert. What was Ditchert? It was very special. Ditchert. Tell me more what that was. Ditchert site, then to mount. Okay, let me just type it in. Let's get rid of this too. We don't need that. Ditchert. Was that in Colorado? New Mexico. Okay, I was down there looking at it. What was it? Oh, that, right. Okay, and were you watching me when I saw that re-indigenizing? Because wait, what happened? Where'd it go? So picky. Come on now. Well, let's look at the pictures. I was just looking at these. So how old is the Ditchard site? I was looking at these pictures just yesterday or 2 days ago, and I noticed these larger stones. I kind of think it's funny because those larger stones are on the top, and usually when they're fixing walls, they put smaller, more inferior stones on the top. So to see this bigger stone on top of it, I thought that was interesting. And yeah, maybe that's someplace that I can go when I go visit that, the Ditchard site. In fact, I think I'd better copy and paste that right now before I forget. How do I save it to a project? I don't want to save it to any project. I just want to copy and paste. Let's talk about it here. Luckily, I can do stuff. I'm working on a way to have my windows. Okay, let's get rid of that and go back to here and not ever open that again. So there's the Ditchard site. Why does that keep opening? I thought I didn't leave it open. Okay, so that's the Ditchard site. And I'm very curious about right next to the Ditchard site, we've got this mound here called Cebollita. And if you speak Spanish, tell me that means little onion. Cebollita means little onion. And Cebollita is a very interesting mound for me. I believe that this mound is younger than the escarpment. I can explain why. But first, I'm trying to find something real quick and make a note. Okay, hold on. Dittert. I'm writing that down for somebody else. Pardon me while I type something. Dittert site. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Heard of it? Okay, there we go. So I sent the message. Now, going back to Dittert site and your comments, see where that line goes through. Okay. Well, we're got to go far. Is that the part of the line right there? Apache Creek, Cruiseville? Is that the line, or is it going to be a wall? I don't see any walls out here. I haven't seen them before. So I'm not really sure where you might be talking about. You made this claim in the past, and I'm so curious. So please help me see more of this wall. I don't see it, and I've looked. Now, look at that. Is that it? Is that part of it right there? No, that was more like a river. And so we get different mountain ranges, and I don't see the walls. Straight line from Stonewall to Angel Island. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just make that line straight. Edit. And move it all the way there to Stonewall. All right, so now we have the line there. Now, what part of Angel Island? It makes a difference, bro, because we've got the top part of Angel Island, or if I move it down here to the bottom part, it's going to change a lot of stuff. So what? I'm going to put it in the middle for now until you respond. Done. Let's make it red. There's your straight line, bro. And I tell you what, I'm very interested in this. I'm about to go up here. I want to see something over here. It's so hard to find. I'll probably find it right away. If you go to Fort Collins, you immediately see the dikes up here. Put line over Mount Taylor. Okay. Radial Mountain. Haystack. Is it really Haystack? That doesn't seem right. Haystack Mountain? That's weird. Oh, Parkview. There it is. Parkview Mountain. Radial Mountain and Parkview Mountain have connecting dikes, and that's the Continental Divide right there. Mount Taylor near Grants. Okay, now I think now you're talking about, where is that? Where's Mount Taylor? And I gotta look it up. Mount Taylor. Oh, it messed it up. I don't know where that is. Mount Taylor, right there. Okay. So if I put the line over Mount Taylor, I'm going to have to arc the line. It's not going to be straight anymore. Or, okay, let's see if it moves a little bit. If I take that and I edit it and move it a little bit this way to about here. Now I'm just going to go past Angel Island. So we're not looking, I'm just going to the top of the island. Now let's zoom in and make sure we're here as well. Stonewall Gap, like you said. That is the stone wall right there, if I'm not mistaken. I've never been there, actually. I drove past it. Where is the Grants? I don't know what that is. Near Grants. So you must be talking about this. Wait, didn't I move it? Oh, it didn't go over it yet. I can arc it. I can grab it and arc it up there, but I don't want to mess with it that much. I do want to kind of look at this line, though, now that you've drawn it for me one more time. I mean, when you get real close, okay, done. When you get real close, you don't see a lot. I mean, trade route, they must have been going, there's a lake, Chavez. Okay, there's some walls, it looks like. Maybe they went around these mountains instead of over them. I mean, you're talking humans here, right? I just don't see humans climbing the mountain rather than going around it. Although, look at that. Now, okay, is that a fire break? Okay, never mind. Pull it up from Angel Island, you say. Pull it up? Pull what up? How do you mean? Pull it up from Angel Island. Here's Angel Island. Oh, what about that gap right there? Is that it? I'm going to have to take a quick look at Angel Island. Okay, let's finish this up and get over back to the Sahara Desert. I don't know how many people I got watching right now. Let's take a quick look. Just 2, so it really don't matter. Hey, give me a thumbs up while you're there. And please, latitudes and longitudes, huh? Let me see. Please give me that thumbs up and share this. Okay, we're at 10,000 meters. So that's 10 kilometers for this little line here at the bottom. Scale for the current view. I just changed it, so it doesn't matter anymore. By the way, I've never been this far south in Baja California. I went pretty far south, but not that far south. I drove. Where were we going? We weren't going all the way down, that's for sure. But we went farther south than I ever been. And it's like cray land down here. Anyways, so yeah, if you're going to go to the island where literally nobody lives, right? Is there a single house on this island? Is there anybody living out here? That's a lagoon. You can get water, probably salt water. No houses out there on Angel Island at all that I can see. There must be somebody. There's got to be one person, you know. North tip of the island. Make it go over. Okay, so let's go back and do what you said. Problem is that I've got to. There we go. Edit it. Let's put that right over here now and get it to the north tip. Right there. Done. All right. Now, I'm not sure where Mount Taylor it is. Okay, you said pull it up from Angel Island. You said no latitudes and longitudes, your line. So let's find out where Mount Taylor is right now. Oh, I already did it. So you already told me that, and I did it, I guess. That's Mount Taylor, right? Oh, Grants is right there. I found Grants. That's a city? I didn't know that. And that is Mount Taylor right here, right? But people in a trade route aren't going to climb to the top of a mountain. So there's got to be an around, I believe. And I do believe that a trade route probably existed. What year are we talking about? I mean, how many years ago? Who is the ones that you know did this? Stonewall. There it is right there. Middle Fork Parabite River. Isn't it funny how the river follows the wall, right? Well, I'd like to know more about this, and I'll be talking about this with some friends who are living in New Mexico. Hopefully, I'll get there in a week, maybe. So let's keep in touch. I think you are my Facebook friend. Maybe we can meet in person. Albuquerque, huh? I do find these things, I don't really think they look like volcanoes very much. I kind of find them interesting. And then down by Pie Town, you've got the stuff that I was showing just the other day. Right here. Okay, wait a minute. Pie Town's over here now. If it's and here's a like what looks like a channel right there that I've known about for a while. Oh, line of sight, mountain to mountain. Okay. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me because especially like in New Mexico, you look at the different mountain peaks. Oh, okay. I look stupid sitting here like this. Hi guys, thank you for joining. All right, let me go back to Africa. I was talking about these structures out here. I've shown them a bit, but I just want to look at them really close and just tell you these aren't natural, okay? These piles of rocks have been laid out. I showed it to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT wholeheartedly agrees with me. These lines of stone. Now, I've shown it a lot. But what we're doing tonight is we're going to go to Telebit. We're going to find the thickest part of this, which is right here. Okay? And we're going to count those lines. Okay? You ready? We're going to give them a quick count. That's what I want to do for a while. So that's what I'm doing. So I see this. That starts as number 1, week 1, because it's week. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's get closer so you can see the tops of the ridges. No, that's too close. 18. It's kind of hard to see them, but we got 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I know you might not agree, but trust me, I've been doing this for a while. 24. Get rid of that. Sorry. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, maybe 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50. 51, 2, 3. Is that count a little bit too skinny for you? Okay, let's go with this one. 51. Let me back out. By the way, don't forget, this one's going north-south over the top of the other ones. Oh, you know what? I just messed up, didn't I? I just messed up. We were right about here. That was 50. So let's just take it a step back. That's 50 from here to here. Okay, now the week 1 was there, so maybe about there. That's about 50. So that's 100. So if this is 50, this is 100, this is 150, this is 200. Maybe you can say 250. Look at those lines right there. That's not a natural way mountains develop. And if you back out and look at these photos, we have to back way out because they're pretty rare. Photos is on. See, you don't get a photo for a while, but down here, I showed this just the other day, and you can see these structures. You can see these photos. These lines of piles of rocks. Not natural, in my opinion, but so big and megalithic. Who did it? Now, if you don't know, let's find the other photo right here. Is there another? Okay. Here's more. I've seen all these before. A lot of lines of, look at the distance. Lots of lines of rocks in this ancient fort area, Kidal. I like that. Look at this one. Nice buildings. Very similar to Timbuktu right there. This is Mali, right? So they have those types of weird buildings. Where's the first one? Is that the first one? Let's start. Okay, so I guess we went through them all. Okay, I guess maybe not. I don't remember these. There it is again. That's why we saw a repeat. Any other pictures? When you zoom in, and down here we have other weird structures. So this is the city of Kidal. That we saw that. So basically they threw all those pictures together, I guess. I guess what they do is when you're backed out, oh, wait, that's new. I didn't see that one. That's kind of cool, right? Tell a bit. Okay, so another thing about this is it doesn't just stop here. This is one of the most concentrated areas. 200 striation lines going 16 kilometers each. Let me turn that off. And then when you back out, you see other stuff over here that's obviously the same thing, going across a river, trying to control water. Up here. And another weird thing. Okay, let's turn on. Well, I kind of, when you see the photos pop up like that, you know, what do you, that doesn't look like, okay, so Joshua Tree, in my opinion, is an eroded mountain. And now I'm not so sure anymore, but this is different from Joshua Tree. That's too clustered together, you know. I don't want to go through all these photos. There's just so many to see in the desert, in the Sahara. Yeah, that's interesting. Look at that one. Beautiful. And what's that down in the corner? That what's going on down there? Why is that so? What's that white dot? Is that like a mirror reflecting? Why is that white dot reflecting right on top of that little mountain? Very strange. Okay, but what I really think you should know about is the circular dikes that exist here. So that's why I need to turn off the photos. Turn those off. Now let's take a look at the circular dikes. Let's just go totally clean. Let's go totally clean and get rid of all the words. And look at the dikes down here. Now that's Tel Aviv up here, right? So just go straight south and you still see lines everywhere. Something's going on. That could be a mountain. You see more. Well, I don't know what's going on there. And the one I showed you in the beginning was actually over here. So those are showing a lot of cross-hatching, north, south, east, west. A slight tweak, like, is that an ancient axis right there? Just this little tweak. Is that it? Is that an ancient axis? Well, I'll put it back to north. Going south from there, you're seeing more patterns like that. Look, what's this? Just bizarre, right? That looks more natural. But here's another one. So it's not just that one spot I showed you. There's so many more. And then you get these circular dikes. And it's like, were they building these mountains? Are they building mountains? Okay. Guess I've been on for an hour now. Last chance to ask some 40 minutes. Last chance to ask some questions. I was looking at the clock. All right. So these circular dikes, let's not stop there. This circular dike is highly sus. How does something like that form? Okay, now right below it, you've got a semi-circle right there. What's going on? More little snail trails. Oh, by the way, I do call those snail trails. And then another little crescent of a structure. And then down below that, I call this the horn. And right above it, there's this other little segment that looks like it's just a little bit too deliberate. Over here, there's all sorts of things you can look for yourself. In Mali, Telebit, there's the Eye of Africa over there on the left. So many things in this, whatever you call that, it's hardly a mountain range, in my opinion. You know, you might want to call it, I mean, let's look at Caltapo one more time. That's not it. It's over here. It's right here. Is that it? Okay, now that's, I know this area, and this is highly worked. I think if you go in here, I know where this is. If this is still in Mali a little bit, and if you check this out, you can see ancient excavation lines, in my opinion. Maybe they're just machining the top. I don't know why they were doing it, who was doing it. Somebody was working the top of this plateau. And then over here, but this is kind of south of all that. I can show you that right here. I'm sorry, I wanted to close that. Let's go back to here. And then, like I said, down here, you can see right about there. So the stuff I just showed you earlier is right there. And over here a little bit. Which one? Right here. There's other stuff over here. There's all sorts of weird stuff. But would you call that a mountain? I would say that it's like a kind of a terraformed place. Now, this is Chad. No, this is Niger. And that is the upside down Homer Simpson. Circular dikes everywhere, including, now this is the weirdest one. You see through this plateau the smile of Homer Simpson, but it goes around and you can see that it actually has more of a circle down here and here. But that's totally bizarre lines added later. I don't know what's going on here. Machines creating circles and arcs in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Okay. And it's like, looks so raw and chaotic when you get close, but when you back out, you see almost a perfect circle right here. Well, not here. You don't see it coming through here. So somebody's making circles in the Sahara. You got these other dikes down here. This is Niger. If anybody has ever been here, I want to know about it. I'd like to see photos. Here's a field of cinder cones right here, just like the ones in Santa Fe. Sorry, I should say New Mexico, near Hightown, not Santa Fe. Okay, so I've shown this before. I'm just trying to talk about Mali and Telebit and these weird structures. They're not natural, in my opinion. I'm out of here. There's no chats. I think I even lost re-indigenizing. I got 4 people watching. Hey, look, I've been sitting here holding my drink the whole time. Where's my other part? I got the other part. It's not even strong. I had a little whiskey in there, but I don't even taste it. All right. I'm going to watch some Netflix or something. Y'all have a good night. Maybe I'll fall asleep. Yesterday, I fell asleep at like 7 a.m. All right, guys. Oh, I got a new viewer. Who's that? Who's the new viewer? Somebody I know? Viewer number 5? Last chance for a question. Last chance to give me a shout out. Let's go. Who's that? Let's go is viewing. Thank you. Let's go. I don't know you. Never seen you before. Who's Let's Go? Anyways, I'm going to go. I got to go soon. Thank you for joining Let's Go. I could tell when you joined. Give me that thumbs up real quick. Give me that share. Give me that subscription. Subscribe maybe, because I don't think I got a Let's Go in my subscribers list, to be honest. I'd love to get your subscription. That'd be so awesome. Cool, guys. Re-indigenizing still here. Thank you so much for sticking around. But I do think I need to get out of here. If there's anything you want to talk about, you're on my Facebook. Wait, I'm trying to do this. Oh, Mr. Jimmy. Thank you for doing these. Mr. Jimmy, but I'm down to 2 viewers now. What happened there? All right. Anyways, guys, let's see what the other side says. It says 2. Yeah, 2 watching. I got 1 thumbs up. Hold on. Let's see if I got any more. Okay, 4 thumbs up. Thank you. 2 watching. No, guys, the things are going to be changing, but I'll tell you the rest of the year, a trip to the Richat Structure still. I'm going to reshare my GoFundMe to kind of revitalize my how to say my just a little cash for the trip. It would be nice. We can talk more about that later. I have some other things I want to say, but I'm getting to the end, and I do welcome you to Mr. Jimmy. Join me again. And where are you from, Mr. Jimmy? Re-indigenizing Minds. If I come through Albuquerque, I'd like to try to drop by and have a coffee, talk to you about some stuff, and that would be great. I would love to do that. Let's try to meet in Albuquerque. You're in Canada, huh? What part? Mr. Jimmy in Canada. I got a few other things. I built a new website. I'll just share all that later. My book's coming along. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it all. But you know what? I guess what? I worked all day, and I actually, in the room next door, I wish I could just show it. Yeah, I don't want to turn the camera. But the room right over there with all the bright lights in it, I just finished it. I know what to do. I'll share a picture. How do I do that? Well, I've got to remove that, and then we'll take a look at, I don't know how to do it. I'll share my screen. It says stop screen. Because I was still sharing. Okay, so I'll share my screen, but this time I'll share the entire screen, and this time we'll do this. Yes, the bright lights also came from my other screen. This thing just popped up, and I tried it out, and it actually kind of adds a nice glow. It adds a nice glow to my face. Southwest Ontario. Oh, you're over there. You're way out there. Okay. I just wanted to show you this real quick. The photos that I took of the work I did. I got to figure out how to share that with you. What? Okay. Let's try it this way. Okay. I think I can do that and that and that, and then we're almost good to go with those photos I just promised you. Sorry about the hold up. All right, I got it. Here's the photos right here. I just open this up, and I find the photos. Where are they? Ooh, I don't want to show that photo. So I worked on this other room right here. Wait. What happened? Okay, that didn't do the right thing. And now my photo's gone. Can I hit Control Z? There we go. Let's try that again. Control Z, undo. So that is, okay, a room in the back that I worked on, and then the room in the front is, oh wait, you can't see that. Wait, let me try that again. Let me move that over here. See, you can't see it because it's behind that thing. That's not going to work out right. I got to figure out how to turn that off. So that's off. There's the room that I've been working on. Let me just open up this other picture. It looks nicer. I'm still got to fix some things on that sliding glass door, but I got the light installed, and I've got this sound reducing board. It's called drywall, folks. And now the next thing I want to show you is in here. I guess down here. Oh yeah, let's not forget to talk about the vases. Ben Van Kerkwick was on Joe Rogan. I forgot to mention that. Okay, where is the picture I want to show you? I moved them all into this one folder, and I should have never done it. In fact, I'm beginning to believe I didn't do that. Did I put it here? Where are they? Are they over here? Not there? Where are they? I don't know what I did with them. They're right here. They're right here. Okay, I got to resort this. I just want to show you this cabinet work that I did today all day long. And I know that, there we go. So what this is you can see the old trailer siding right there. This is a park model, and these two cabinets open up. That one shows how the air conditioner can vent outside if you need to run it. You don't have to open that. That's basically without the AC running, that little air conditioner. Let me just enlarge it. That little air conditioner right there, you better not run it if this door is closed. So that's why I have this other door. So this door will be closed, right? See, this is how the air conditioner will run, because you don't want the hot vented air to come back in the room. All right, now the other side right here. Well, this side actually has a secret door that I created. Took me a long time. That's why I'm bragging about it. I don't know. I'll probably delete all this. Where's that picture at? Right here. It opens up and it goes to the other side where you just were. You just saw that other side, the closet. So this is the secret door. And yes, that is for hanging clothes. And this will have a rack here. And this won't have rooms. This will have like maybe a robe, maybe a coat, things that I want to hang up that I don't want to put in the back. Things that I want to hang up, like if I get home on a nice cold day, I can take off my jacket and put it right in there. So I haven't yet put that across there. This is still all white. I needed some design ideas. Guys, I'm kind of out of here. That's what that looks like when the door's all the way open. And you can see the room inside this closet. I still have to finish this off here in this picture. It's showing what it looks like right now. I have to paint it. Okay, guys, there you go. I showed you what I did today, and I showed you why I'm so tired. So, with that in mind, where's my StreamYard? Comments, Mr. Jimmy. Okay, I don't want you to think you're howling into the void. Oh, look, I got some people coming in here. We got Sonic Roots Fun. Thank you for listening. Thank you for... Oh, you're in Finland. Oh, then I'll do something else special for you. You're going to love this. Finland. This is what I do in my spare time. Rebirth. I was just about to log out. You're going to join? What are you going to talk about? I'll give you the link. You going to join right now? I mean, how about we start a new one? Mr. Jimmy, you said you didn't want me to think I was howling into the void. Yeah, I know. This night shift Boilermaker enjoys your streams. Just don't interact because I'm usually working. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. And I know that's your photo, right? Rebirth, you just got here, 9:30. Man, I've been texting you. Okay, let's do this. The ultimate map quiz site. Boom. Rebirth, you going to join me and do some quizzes? What's this? What is this? What's going on here? This is weird. Oh, okay, never mind. I got yeah, I won't show that right now. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Rebirth, are you going to join? I'm going to give you a text. I'm going to give you a invite as guest. Copy. You have one chance to get in here before I'm just going to put it here. I'm just going to put it right there. Anybody can join. Anybody can join. There it is. You want to join? Now, before you join, let's do this Europe quiz. All right. Now, she said Hungary. You can't hear it, but I know where Hungary is. Let's see how good I am. Okay, what does he say? Let me get rid of that. You can find it in the chats. If you're going to try to join me, okay, can we see this? Let me get rid of my face here. This is what I do in my spare time, so I make sure to know the world. You got to know the world. Can we get it larger than that? We can't. So you got to endure all those ads. Let's close that. Hungary. She said Hungary. I don't know if you can hear her or not, so I'm just going to say it. Denmark. Spain. Easy, right? Germany. Never heard of it. All right, now we're getting to the hard ones, right? But I happen to know Belarus is right there. Moldova. Okay, it's not there. It's not there. I don't know how to know if somebody's joining or what. I mean, people. Stig is the host, one person. Copy invite link. You got to comment with me and tell me if you're going to join because I don't see it. All right, what was it? Moldova. No, it's right up here. I know where Moldova is. Belgium. I've been there before. Never heard of it. Okay, Liechtenstein. One of those small countries, right? You got to find the dot. Okay, I'm going to send that link on X. let me get that link on X, and we're gonna join. We're gonna move into an hour. We're going over an hour, folks. We're going over an hour. I just got to find that place to post this link, and it's pasted right now and sent. And now I'm going to go back to the game. Let's play this game. I love it. I love doing this. This is what I do. Where are we? Liechtenstein. Of course, I go straight to Austria and find the little dot right there next to Hungary. Ooh, I didn't hit it, so it said I made a mistake, but I know I got it. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say Switzerland. Okay, so that was Liechtenstein. Italy's right here. Serbia. Now, the problem I know about Serbia was it used to contain Kosovo. Okay, back over here. That big chunk between Germany and Belarus. I always said Belarus for some reason. It's Belarus or Belarus. Okay, so those are these three. Which one is it? Is it the top one's Estonia? The next one is Latvia. So the next one is Lithuania. Now, that's here. The smallest of Benelux right here. Never heard of it. Up here. The top one right there, south of Finland. That's where we got started, right? Because who said they're from Finland? Oh, Sonic Roots Fun said he's from Finland. Got really excited. Estonia right there. Cyprus is down here in the middle of the Mediterranean. Bulgaria, that's one of these Balkans. Very hard for me, but I think that's it. Okay, Finland started this. Now, I know that this little part right here is Russia. So instead of clicking over here, the easy Russia, I'm going to click right here, right after I add to the stage. Can you hear me? Are you there? Let's hear a sound check.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
We're just. Do you know where Bosnia and Herzegovina is?
I sure do.
Welcome, Tyrone. Let's get a quick shout out to your link.
Yeah, my website, rebirthoftheword.com. That's where I keep everything at. All my social media handles and everything.
See if I can make sure you're live and sounding right. Tell me more. There it is. I hear you. Okay, I hear you.
Rumble and all that other stuff. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. And we hear you. Okay, perfect. Let's see here. You know where Bosnia and Herzegovina is? Okay, I'm going to point at it. It's right along this Adrian coast, right? That's called the Adrian coast. Is it the first, second, third, fourth, fifth one? That's the big test there. I'm going to just go ahead and say it's the third one. Uh-oh. It's a round one right here. It's just north of Greece. It should be North Greece. Monaco. You want to know something? I've been there before.
Where, Bosnia?
Monaco. No. I've never been to the Balkans. I've been to Monaco. It's right here. Okay, Slovenia is the top one, right? Right there. Andorra. Where's Andorra? Uh-oh. I'm sorry if I'm challenging you.
Oh, no, I ain't never heard of that. I know it's wherever you clicking on right now.
No. It's no. It's right over here. It's between Spain and France. It's right there. I want to go there. I've never been there before. I got close. Barcelona's right there, and Logroño is right there. I went to Logroño and visited a friend of mine, and I think if I can do it, I'm gonna go to there, man. I want that fermented goat's sausage or lamb sausage. Okay, so if you're wrong, it won't change. San Marino is in Italy. Did you know that's a country? I didn't until I started playing this game. Let's make this bigger for the audience. We have 4 people. How was your day?
It was pretty good. It was a long day.
Yeah,
Very
did you see
long day.
Did you see all those pictures I sent you?
Yeah, I was watching your stream too when I joined in. You were showing your pictures of the stuff that you did that you finished today.
Well, that was the very ending. We went. We started off in Africa, but then Re-Indigenizing Minds joined in. Hey, Crypto, are you joining? He says he'll join in 10 minutes. So yeah, he's got the link. It's in this. Oh, but you can't copy it, right? Crypto, if you need me to send you the link in a special way, let me know. But he's very, very versatile. Okay, where were we? Ukraine. Where's Ukraine? It's just north of the Black Sea, right? Easy when you already clicked the UK, Ireland, but if you haven't quite clicked the UK, you might accidentally click on Northern Ireland, and then you'll be wrong. Okay, Romania actually touches the Black Sea. I kept clicking Sicily, and I kept over here. That one right there, that's actually France, the one that's north of Tyrrhenia. So Malta's down here. Okay, look, we're gonna get through this. Albania. Where's Albania, man? That's a Balkan island. It's right down here. It's not that one. What is that one? Actually, I can't name that one right here. Albania is the long one right there. Latvia's up here. All right. Remember these two? How old are? Remember when these two were one country? It was Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia was one puzzle piece when I was growing up. And I would put I love Czechoslovakia. It was right next to Germany. Then suddenly the Czech Republic. I've never been there. And Slovakia, they separated. And you know about Prague, right? That's in the Czech Republic. But here, let me click it. But what does Slovakia have? Slovakia don't have nothing. Okay, Kosovo is right down here. So that's Slovenia. This is Serbia. Serbia used to own Kosovo, and then back whenever they had that fight, Kosovo separated from Serbia. Slovakia. Where the hell is Oh yeah, Czechoslovakia. Duh. Okay, that's this one. I couldn't name it, but now I remember. Easy peasy. Easy. Where's France? Easy. That's the little bacon, right? Looks like bacon to me. Netherlands. I've been there a couple times. All right. Croatia is the one I almost thought was Bosnia Herzegovina. So that's Croatia right there. Switzerland. 98. That's because I made that one mistake. I was trying to click on it, but I thought I saw the circle. It was Liechtenstein. I thought I saw the circle right here, and I clicked right there, but it's right over here. So 100%, brother. Come on now. How many countries were there? That says 46. I've actually seen 50. So what happened to the other 4 countries that I thought there were 50 countries in Europe? And why does Russia get to count itself as Europe, by the way?
Because part of it's in Europe.
Yeah, Eurasia, right?
I learned that just recently. Well, not recently, but I learned that Russian people can consider themselves European on that side, depending on how close they are. Man, what's wrong with my mic? Oh, there we go.
Giving you the solo for a second there. I like your who's that behind you? Flint Dibble? Well,
Yeah, man. Yeah, you remember the mask they were handing out at Cosmic Summit? You remember?
I got 2 of those.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell to me. Like they did that dude dirty. They did him dirty. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yes, you're right. I mean, basically he was the butt of the joke, right? He's the butt of the joke. He's the butt. Wait, I want to make us. How do I do all of us? There we are. And where's I want to give Bernie the well, he saw the link, but it's hard to copy. I guess you can copy it when you're in the live stream. I wanted to go to Africa, man. How many countries are in Africa right now? What's your number?
Shit, I don't know. I know there's a lot.
I was watching a video interviewing United States college students of everybody, white, black, Mexican, women, men. Nobody knows Africa. The guy was asking easy questions. How many countries are, he said, name a country besides the U.S. And they couldn't. A few of them said, They couldn't. Some of them said Africa. Well, there's Africa. It's like, well, no, Africa 27. 27. No. Sorry,
27
crypto.
what?
Well, crypto said 27. I think
Oh.
he means countries in Africa. I'm going to it right now. So they want. So here it is. Now it's up in the top right. It says 55, and I've been saying 54 forever. I've been saying 54 forever. So I don't know. And we know that when the last one here, let's just ask ChatGPT. And I don't know if you probably can't hear her, so I'll just do this instead. Hey, how about that last country in Africa to become a country? Which country was it, and what year was that? Because honestly, I don't see when it changed. I guess it must be South Sudan. South Sudan, right? Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT. How many
Dang,
countries? Are there?
2011? That's what it says, July 9th, 2011. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. 15 years, 14 years. When? How many countries are there in Africa? Because I can't use the voice. See, it says 54. So okay, there it is. Western Sahara. That's the issue. And I told you, I think I've told you, Western Sahara, which is right there. I'm not going to click on it. Mali's right here. That's the whole topic of this video. And Mauritania is right next to it. That's here. Okay, so Gabon, man, Gabon. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's probably this one right there. However, here's the thing I want to say right now. Morocco, are we the biggest? Let's make this big again, although it's not really making it very big. I wish I could maximize this thing, but I'm not really seeing how to do that. I'd like to make it even bigger, but anyways, whatever. Enjoy those ads. What I want to tell you is when you go to Morocco, Western Sahara is part of it. So that is the truth. If you go to any of these countries right here, maybe not Spain. Remember, I crossed over, but when you start looking at maps in Morocco, even on Google Earth on your own device, it shows it as one country. Here, I think that Morocco looks like a porpoise or a dolphin. Down here, it's a very cubic pelican, right? But down in when you get down there, this is all one country. So that's all I'm going to say. So yeah, Western Sahara is the 55th country. And I'm surprised that I didn't realize that I've been saying 54, that Western Sahara wasn't one of the 54. Very, very suspect, right? Why don't we know that as a nation? Okay, let's go to Gabon. Is it right here? Chad. Okay, which one is Chad? I love Chad. It's right there. Always having, like, Burkina Faso is like the war-torn country of this area. There's always some nonsense going on right there. Now this one is the hard one for me, because the Republic of the Congo and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and then we've got the Central's there. So Republic, this is the Democratic, so it's right here. I always got this wrong, but I've been doing this a lot lately. So what? Oh, I got it wrong. That was Cameroon. Okay, Comoros is over here. It's these islands right down. Now, is it this one or is it over here? I always get mixed up. I think it's this one. No, that's more. So I was wrong again. I got two wrong. And Seychelles is up here. And down here is Mauritius. Not Mauritania, but Mauritius. So you got to know the islands too. Those are countries. Libya right here. I'm going to show our faces again. I'm putting this back up because I think, yeah, well, I've been doing it. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy, because I've been doing it for a while because, well, okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to be able to do well with Asia, North America and South America are pretty easy, right? Asia, like all those countries, those are the ones that, okay, I'm showing our faces. All right, let me just run through this. Any questions about, okay, where are we going? Kenya. All right, where's Kenya, man? Help me out here. You're on camera. Where's Kenya? Oh, you had it muted. Okay, is it in the Sahara Desert, do you think?
I can't even show you. I can't even show you on if I wanted to, huh? On
Okay,
my
so that's
cursor, I can't use my cursor, huh? I know it's. I
well,
know.
I
I
can
know it's near. I know it's near Mogadishu. So let's see.
Mogadishu.
Yeah, where's
Mogadishu is a
Mogadishu?
country. Where's Mogadishu?
It's near
Wait a minute.
Mogadishu,
Why
South Sudan. It's near
Mogadishu is a
South
city,
Sudan.
right? Sudan. Okay, so this is South Sudan.
Yeah,
Mogadishu. What? That's not ringing a bell. Hold on now.
yeah, you do. You know what
That's not
Mogadishu is? It's in South. It's in Somalia. It's when what
okay.
happened with Black
Somalia is right
Hawk.
here. I know the countries. I don't know the cities. All right, let's go to Kenya.
Yeah.
So there's Egypt, there's Sudan, there's South Sudan. That is, see, I always think about
And
the
then
Herodotus map. That's Ethiopia right there where I'm hovering over. And Kenya is just south of Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And by the way, just so you know, I am not
Yep.
cheating, all right? I'm not sitting here with the fucking Google Earth open. I'm just letting you know. Egypt is right here. Malawi. Now, Malawi is this weird, twisted country right next to this lake. Malawi. Wait, am I right? Because I got wrong Eswatini down here. Last time I was supposed to choose Eswatini, I chose Malawi. Now, that's a hard one because you almost want to grab Libya, right? Where the F is Liberia? It's down here on what's called the Guinea Bay. This is the Bay of Guinea right here. And there's 3 Guineas. There's Guinea-Bissau, there's Guinea River, and then there's the Equatorial Guinea down here, which isn't even on the equator. It's not even on the equator. So the word equatorial is kind of like, let me turn this off. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy, for saying that. Crypto. Okay, we'll see you soon. You better give me a chat or something, or let me know if I don't see you sitting there. Kenya is in the Middle East. In the East, crypto. Mogadishu is the capital. Okay, that's why I didn't know. Because I heard that, I'm like, wait a minute. I was thinking of Botswana or down here. There's a couple of very similar words. And Mr. Jimmy says, Black Hawk Down. Somalia. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's get this over with. Liberia is over here. And where is it? I believe it's this one right there. Next one is Nigeria. Okay, so you've got Niger and Nigeria. You got to choose. Nigeria is on the ocean, and Niger is there. Niger. So it's not the Democratic one. The big one is Democratic. That's where they kill everyone. No, I'm just joking. Okay, now that's where I thought when you said Mogadishu, that's where I got confused with Mozambique. I might get this one wrong, man. Mozambique. Okay, let's just look at this. This is South Africa. That is Zambia. And that is Zimbabwe. So Botswana and Mozambique, I always get them confused. Which one is, help me out here. Which one touches the ocean? Mozambique is on the ocean or Mozambique is inland? No help? How about from the audience? From the audience. Come on, audience. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. We've got the landlocked country, Mozambique, or we've got this one on the ocean, Mozambique. Which one is it? Or is it up here? What's this one?
Can't give me the lie.
I don't know. I'm going to make a mistake right now.
Can't give me the lie.
Okay, it's on the ocean. Mr. Jimmy says it's on the ocean. So is it this is it this one down here touching South Africa? Or is it this one up here? It's just south of Kenya. I'm going to go with this one. Wait. I forgot, man. I totally forgot. Oh, thank God. Okay. Cameroon's here because I got it wrong so many times. I finally remembered it. Okay, Zambia. So Namibia is here. It's not Zamibia. It's Zambia. Don't say Zamibia like I was doing. All right. Rebirth of the World. Oh, yeah, that's you. Mozambique. Thank you. Yeah, guys. Rebirth of the World. This is a fun live stream tonight, right? Where was Zambia? Right here. Wait, what just happened? I was wrong. That's Botswana. So I made a mistake. Where's Zambia? Damn it. That's Zimbabwe. So where does Zambia? Dang it. Is it up here? I lost Rebirth. Rebirth, come back in. I lost. What's going on? All right. Well, we got crypto coming in a second. We lost Rebirth for some reason, but he's got the link. He'll come back in if he can. What happened to Zambia? Now I'm all messed up. Is this Zambia up here north of Mozambique? Because I thought it was that's Zimbabwe for sure. So that's it. All right. I'm a whiner. I know. There you are. You're back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It just said something went wrong, and then that's it.
Yeah, weird. I don't know if you're sharing the stream with your audience, but are you doing that? Are you sharing the stream?
Nah, I can't. It's once you already went live, I can't do it. I have to do it before you go live.
Oh, I did not know that. Why does it
Yeah,
show?
me either.
That's weird. Okay, all right. I just wanted to bust through these. We're waiting for crypto to join us. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I'm happy to keep on going, and I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. Equatorial Guinea up here. But by the way, also that island right there, that is Equatorial Guinea. And there's another island over here that we can't see in this map that's also Equatorial Guinea. Guinea-Bissau. Now, I've been to Guinea. Guinea-Bissau is right next to Guinea. So that's Guinea. So that's Guinea-Bissau. These Victoria Lake, actually Rwanda, Uganda, Rwanda. So Rwanda's here. Down here, the island. Now, these are hard. Togo, I used to grab this one all the time. But that's not Togo at all. That's Benin. There are some major megalithic structures being hidden in Benin and Togo. That's Mali, right? So they're hiding all that stuff up there. Oh, I made a mistake. Togo's the skinny one. Sorry. Guinea, I've been there, but I didn't get off the airplane. Does it count?
Nope.
Fuck yes, it counts, man. I landed there. What? I gotta lick the ground. I gotta get off the airplane and lick the ground. I gotta kiss somebody, dude. The airplane touched the ground. I mean, I can't say I've been to Guinea. I can't count that as a country I've been to. Man, that hurts. Oh, come on now. You gotta give me Guinea. You gotta give me Guinea. Come on, give me Guinea.
No.
See, so okay, we're gonna bust through these. You know who also said no is Graham Langdon. Graham Langdon said no. Tunisia, right here. They say that the Pillars of Hercules went through there, right? But let's just be honest. Plato mentions Cadiz right there past the pillar. He literally says you go through the Pillars of Hercules and you hit Cadiz. So I don't care what was going on when Atlantis died 13,000 years ago. When Plato mentioned it, he's talking about going through here, up by Spain. Tunisia, right here. Namibia, down here. Not Nambia, but Namibia. Right here with the circles I was mentioning earlier, the weird circular dikes. Over here, separated recently with South Sudan. Which one is it? We got Togo is beige. Benin. Which one of these two is Ivory Coast? The one on the left or the one on the right?
I'm going to say the one that's on the left.
You got that right. What's the one on the right?
I have no idea. I got a map right behind me too. I should just.
Oh, don't look. don't look. Okay, it's Ghana, right? That's Ghana right there. Okay, so we're going to Botswana. Where's Botswana? So that was Zambia. So that's Botswana. Up here next to the lake, Uganda. Definitely want to go visit Tasil Najer National Park right here. Let's see here. We got some comments. We got Yeah. See you soon. Okay. And thank you for megalithic structure. Wait, you don't think I'm doing good with the geography? I'm a Google Earther, bro.
He
Okay, where are
said,
we
just
going?
talk about megalithic structures, Stig. Just
Yeah, I
stick to
am.
that,
I'm
man.
talking about the megalithic structures on the east side of Algeria. Don't say east coast. That's not a coast, right? But it's the east border of Algeria. Down here next to Libya, there's some major megalithic structures going on. Okay, that's right. Here, definitely some stuff going on in Sudan and Ethiopia as well. So here's the big Democratic Republic right there in the middle. This little tiny thing right there, south of Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi. That's the landlocked country that's bordered by, what's this country here? Mozambique, was it? And then South Africa, where I said it was, where I messed up. Angola, I actually taught students from Angola a few years ago. Or Lesotho. Okay, that is the last island structure. These two out here in the armpit. I gotta get there, man. I got somebody I know in Zimbabwe. Did you know I made a small investment in a company in Zimbabwe, and I'm actually an employee of that company? We're a startup. That's here, right? Up there. We're almost done. Gambia.
Dope, man.
Gambia is this. It says the Gambia. It's a river. It's the Gambia River, and that's why it's in here in the middle of Senegal. That little country, Djibouti. Oh, you know what? You're not as old as me, but if you watch The Music Man, there's a song that sounds just like the word Djibouti. I can't even remember. He says ba 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 da 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 da. And I always used to say Djibouti, Djibouti. Senegal is just south of Mauritania. I've never been there, but I'm gonna go. Don't know where that is. Where are we? Tanzania. That must be this green one, huh? The one that I didn't choose yet. So the question is, oops, 92. Yeah. So the review, I almost want to review. Just do it. Zambia was the one I messed up. I kept thinking it was right here for some reason. And the other one, oh, I forgot Comoros. Where's that? That's out here, right there. And then, so I always get Togo and Benin mixed up. All right, guys. Is we don't got you throwing shade, bro. Don't throw shade on my geography skills. We're done with geography, but I've been doing Cetera. It's geoguesser.com. I don't know. And I probably should do like Asia more. And oh yeah, Oceania, right? Oceania. It's kind of hard to call it a continent in my opinion. But so so 92%. Well, you're right. It's not a perfect score. I'm surprised I didn't get a perfect score with Europe because of my little mistake. So let's get rid of this. What are we going to talk about? You want to show your screen? What do you want to push? What are we talking about next time? I got to start staying up later. I want to do these live streams and stay up later. I've been live for an hour and a half right now. And I started talking about Mali. Let me just get back to all that. Where was it? Did I close it? I think I put it all together over here. Before you showed up, and so you may or may not have seen it, I was showing Mali. I was showing this place called Telebit. Wait a minute. I'm lost. Where is it? All right. Got to find it first. And we counted how many striation mountains you found. And I got down to here, and then I messed up, and I zoomed out, and I lost my place. But we got to about 50. That's 50 lines where my arrow is. And then I'm just using this as 50, so 100 and maybe 150, maybe if you want to count this 200 down here, these lines kind of start going cray-cray. But does that really look natural to you? Sorry, 92%. Thank you, Mr. Jimmy. Yes, back to Google Earthing. Mr. Jimmy is awake. Some relatives worked in Tanzania and Kenya, and there were raw diamonds on the roads, poisonous snakes, black mambas, green mambas in Tanzania and Kenya. Okay, first of all, those places are far apart. Let's just zoom out. Let's get back to the map. Let's get back to the map. Tanzania. Wait, now, okay, where's Tanzania? Mauritius is right there. Okay, you said in Tanzania and Kenya. Okay, so Kenya is right here. So Tanzania must be right here. Yes, you're right. Tanzania is right there. So Kenya, Tanzania. If you're saying there's raw diamonds on the road, I'm going there. I mean, what are you talking about, raw diamonds on the road? Raw diamonds on the roads. Seriously? I mean, isn't that something you want to pick up and sell? What do you think, Tyrone? Do you believe there's raw diamonds just sitting around on the road?
Shit, I wish if I knew about it, I would already be a millionaire right now.
Well, okay. Well, Sonic Roots just said, and he was the one that mentioned his relatives living down there. Sonic Roots just said there's a fake scarcity of diamonds, and I 100% agree with that. I know. Well, yeah, it's raw. The word is raw diamonds. They're a rock, right? They're like if you found a piece of rock on the ground, you got to cut them, you got to polish, you got to cut them. But if you could take that raw diamond to Los Angeles, I think you could. I don't know. Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I had a couple of raw diamonds in my life, and I found out they're really worthless. You can't sell like a diamond engagement ring, a 1-carat diamond. You can't really sell it. Where's that picture of the Google Earth? We're going to go over to a diamond mine that I know about. Where was I? Oh, yeah, I was going to go to Tanzania and Kenya, but we already saw that. So we're going to go to a diamond mine in Lesotho. Lesotho is really easy to see from Google Earth. And this is a modern day diamond mine right there. You can see it when you zoom in. There's Lesotho. You can see it right there. And I like looking at modern day mines. Actually, over here, there's part of the mine that I rarely look at this one. This is also a mine. And you see a lot of stuff when you look at mines. And when I look at the ancient ones, you see the same stuff, in my opinion. You see the strip mine, which is this big old pit. And you see a leaching pond of some sort. A lot of different bodies of water over here that I think are used as leaching ponds. I'm not sure what they do for diamonds and leaching. I don't know how that works at all. Maybe somebody in the chat wants to mention
So that
it.
right there is a diamond mine right there?
Yeah, yeah. And one more thing you have before I start talking is you see the dumps. These are the dumps, and they're dumping the, I don't want to say overburden. I don't want to say mine tailings either. So just the unused material. The one that I always look at is over here. And yeah, let's put on the everything label. And let's take a look at the name of this should pop up. Letsung Diamonds. Letsung Diamond Mine. Over here, this is the Lakaipa Diamond Mine, Mothe, whatever that means. And I don't think they have pictures. Let's see if we can get any pictures at all. Nope. How about over here? Let's close that one and then click over here. So there really is no pictures. They're not going to show photos. Oh, wait, we got photos. We got photos. So, yeah, we've got basically 3 elements. We've got the strip mine. We've got the, oh, yeah, and there's a processing center that's usually a building of some sort. So they've got the processing center. That's number 4. There you are, modern day stuff. And the reason why I like to go here is to compare it to some other stuff I find. And I do believe that this whole mountain, look at all those lines. When you see lines like that, you say, oh, that's natural. I don't think so anymore. I think that's a terracing that happened here all over the place. There's a bunch of raw diamonds. Yeah, I think that Sonic Roots Fund makes a very good point that says that it's a fake scarcity. And
Yeah, is there? Yeah, I was going to say that too.
like gold, you can always sell it for a certain value. You know how much you're going to get, minus 10%. What were you saying? I interrupted you.
Oh no, I was saying I was like, I think it's a fake scare too.
Scarcity.
Yeah, scarcity. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe too that scarcity is it's been you hear it, 2 months salary, 2 months salary. How big of a diamond are you going to buy your woman? A carat, right? A carat is a 1/4 inch wide. You're not going to buy her a 1/2 inch wide diamond unless you're super rich. That's got to be like 5 carats. So a carat, that's going to cost you $2,000, right? What did he say? He said, okay, so we can't see the whole. Oh, we can. You refine, cut the diamonds before they're worth something. Fake scarcity to jack up prices for sure. Oil, yeah. Why are we capped? Why don't we? Well, America's oil wells basically went out of business in the 70s, right? Why? They didn't dry up. They were capped, creating a fake scarcity. Sodium batteries out of carbon like peat and wood, yet they're mining dangerous lithium. That's an interesting point. Yeah, and those I read your mind. Those lithium mines employ a lot of child labor. You're not mistaken. It's not like that though. It's anybody who wants to make money. I have a very funny short on my channel where you see these lithium miners that are just coming out from the ground. They're all white from dust. And it's like just craziness. Okay. Back to, okay. Crypto. Thank you for joining. Here he comes. Crypto.
What up? Good to see you.
How long were you waiting? I didn't see you until just now.
Oh, just a minute. All good.
Awesome. Well, you remember Tyrone, don't you? And I actually,
Absolutely.
Did you guys talk about me after I left? Because I had to go. I was ready to crash out.
Oh yes, we chalked all the trash once you were gone, Stig. Of course.
You like saying he's a virgin, he's a slut, he's a whore.
You can only be one or the other, my friend.
Nah, wait now, slow down. Let's back it off. I can demonstrate some situations. Okay, so the Let's Sung
That's
Mine.
why you're only live on your channel, and yes, we love you.
Oh my gosh, you got to shout out your channel real quick. You got a lot, so you got like how many channels are you going to shout out? 2 or 3?
I just have 2, and they combine to be the same size as you.
Hey, come on now. I thought you were past me already.
Oh God, no! They have not let me gain a subscriber in 4 years' time. It's fun.
Okay, so here's what you do. You go get detained in Mauritania. You go to the Eye of Africa 3 times. And then you
That's
go to
what I
Cosmic
have
Summit.
you for.
You go to
Stig,
Cosmic Summit. Oh, you're not going? I thought you were going to go with me and Tyrone.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, here's me right now, my channel. Lost 15 in the last 28 days. My estimated revenue, 448. Come on now. You're beating me on revenue, I know for a fact. You got to be.
$4.88.
$4. Oh, is that what you got going? Okay, so you've got the Crypto Alchemist, and then you've got Burn Eye. Did I get it right? Burn Eye what?
Yes, sir.
There's not a second word?
Just Burn Eye. It's at Burn
It
Eye.
pops up, but it's spelled
You got it.
special. It's spelled. Let's just go take a look. And I'll start with rebirth. Rebirth of the word is.
And while we
Tyrone-
have rebirth, can we?
You got to type in. You got to
No.
type in 7099 at the end.
No. I made a mistake. Rebirth. There. Rebirth of the word. Oh, you know what? I can't search here. This is my channel. So I got to go over to the other one. And then I'm going to get an ad right away, right? Then I'm going to get a copyright infringement. There we go. Tim Curry. Now you know what kind of stuff I watch. You know Tim Curry?
Yeah, that's the it man.
He was it, but I can't believe you don't know what he's really should be in your mind for.
Oh, you talking
Don't
about Home Alone?
dream it, be it. No? Crypto
I would have
Alchemist.
said
What?
I would have said Home Alone.
It says right there, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Come on now. I know every song. Every song.
That explains a lot.
It does. My mother took me there when I was 9 years old. Rebirth of the World. You don't need to add those numbers. Sorry, I keep saying world. Rebirth of the Word pops up without the numbers, okay? At least for me. Twilight of the Teutonics with Paul K. Brennan. Now that looks in. See, here's the problem, man. And I'm just going to talk about it right here and right now. You see these, oh, there you are. You see these podcasts all the time. There you are. You're in this podcast. What is it? Oh, that's your podcast. Twilight of the Teutonics with Paul K. Brennan. What's your theme on your channel? That's a nice thumbnail. I didn't even realize that was you. That's a nice thumbnail.
No, that's I'm part of the Occult Rejects. You know, remember Nick from Cosmic Summit, right? Well, he has a group called he has a group called the Occult Rejects, and he brought me in on it. So, yeah,
I got to turn off those closed captions. Okay, what about your channel? Just a quick shout out to let's see here. Did we get any new chats? Rocky Horror Picture. Mr. Jimmy knows. Mr. Jimmy knows.
But
Mr. Jimmy, give me a song.
Our man Tyrone goes into the Nephilim, and I would like to discuss that a little bit. Get your theory, like, if you don't mind, just giving me a quick rundown on your overall like thesis.
And not just the Nephilim. Also, he mentions the fact that the Anunnaki didn't come from Nibiru. The Anunnaki came from. Go on, Tyrone, please. Where did according to your research?
Well, they got this book called the Oxford Handbook. It's actually the Oxford Handbook Culture. It's supposed to be like, you know, basically, you know, how they translated the text and all this stuff. And in the text, it says that the Anunnaki came from the depths of the sea. And we know that because of the depictions of Enki. You know, he's a fish god. You know, you have him rising from the seas, giving individuals knowledge and stuff like that. So yeah, it's you see, so it's on the bottom row, Stig. It's on the bottom row. Oh, go back. It's on the bottom row. It's I'm talking about on the pictures.
Oh.
Go to your right. Yeah, right there. That one, right. Go back one. It's that one right there.
Okay, so the word that you didn't say was cuneiform.
Yeah.
You said the Oxford Handbook of Culture, the Oxford Handbook of Cuneiform Culture.
Yep.
And I think we found this. Didn't we find this open source? You can buy it for $55, but didn't we find this? Hold on. Let me add this.
I actually have the book. I don't know. I can tell you it's a good book. Well, as far as
the book it's solid, right? You have the facts printed. It can't be like changed on the internet. You know, when you have a book, it's the real book. It's the real words.
Yeah,
right.
And see, that's actually the book. You know, Oxford is actually the group of people who translate the text. So they have the electronic text corpus of Sumerian literature, which anybody can read online, and then they have the book version, the ancient literature of Sumer, where you can buy online. And they also have the Cuneiform Digital Library of Initiative, which is where you can actually see all the tablets online for yourself, and you can translate them if you want to or whatnot and stuff.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I want to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when people say planet, so when people say planet Nibiru, I know that they haven't done their own research, not because they're lazy or whatever the case may be. It's because they don't know where to look at. It took years to find out. I mean, I had to start with the pictographic script, right? If the gods are depicted as fish gods, I have to understand why, right? They're depicted as fish gods, and then when you read that Enki came from the seas, that he was the water god, and all this, that, and the third, it only makes sense that he came from the depths of the sea, right? He was a fish god. He was a water god. No different than Enlil. Enlil was like thundering and lightning and stuff like that, and wind and all this other stuff. So he's a land god. So he comes from earth. So every depiction of these gods are a depiction of something that's from Earth, not from outside of Earth's atmosphere. Now, when you go into later times like Babylonian and so on and so forth, even the Bible, that's when you get angels coming from heaven. But heaven is never really explained out that it's outside of Earth's atmosphere. It's just saying that there's a heaven, right? So I just like to stick to what
I
the
love
facts
that.
say. Yeah, I like to
I-
stick to the facts. If somebody actually can show me a cuneiform tablet identifier or text from that says, hey, the Anunnaki came from planet Nibiru, then I would believe that. But until then, it all says they came from the depths of the seas. Even like I said, they're depictions. The easiest one is the fish god. Even Oannes, Onus, the other gods, Oannes, he's a fish god. So
So there's multiple of them.
Oannes.
What I
Yep.
find fascinating is they recently said that now they've found like oceans under the mantle of the earth, whatever that means, but that there's still ocean at like the farthest depths that they can have. And I interviewed a guy named Dr. True, a couple nights ago, and he got into the Nephilim or Anunnaki and how he believes they still live underground. And it's like, well, underground is under ocean, and that would all make sense.
Yeah, like, I mean, to me, it's not about, I believe in extraterrestrials. I believe in aliens. I believe in, something other than us, because, I mean, scientifically, if they say, mathematically that there are a billion galaxies and planets out there, if we fall under the 1% of having life on Earth or any other planet, obviously there's got to be something out there. Now, depending on how advanced they are, that's up in the air. But what I do know for a fact is that when they talk about the Anuna/Anunnaki, it literally just says in depictions say they came from the depths of the sea. So I'm going with that. Now, these Anuna/Anunnaki could have been gods of this planet, and then another gods from a different planet came here, or whatever you want to call them, extraterrestrials, aliens came from a different planet, and that's why you have these what you would call cosmic wars. You know what I'm saying? So, is it possible?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
I just don't think the Anuna/Anunnaki came from anywhere but here.
Well, and honestly, when you look at the big numbers about the whole chance that a UFO can random up upon our planet. Okay, first of all, you're right. There are so many millions of galaxies out there, billions, right? And then you've got billions of planets for sure. No question about that. But when it comes to the chance that they could have traveled across the universe to come to us, that's where you get the low percentage of possibility. And
I don't mean to cut you off,
by
but
the way,
technology
you
of when hold on. The technology of when you're manipulating space, well, space is tied to time, so it's space-time. So like any that's that advanced, they're essentially trans-dimensional traveling. But then like Tyrone's talking about with the Anunnaki, and if they are essentially these archetypes or demigods or whatever from our area, our land, like from this plane, then they essentially themselves could be time traveling or extended life where they come in and out. But it's not like they're appearing at some home planet. It's that they're at the center of ours somewhere.
So maybe they could have been
time space.
Maybe
right?
they could have been
higher dimensional. I don't know. It's wild.
Well, maybe they could have still been from another planet then. And honestly, this is beyond my theme because I am a Google Earther. I like to point at stuff I can see on maps. And hold on, there's a problem down here. I'm killing a scorpion. No, I'm just joking. No, I don't want to say what it was, but I don't like to kill things, but there's certain things that I have to start killing, in like mosquitoes. So back to, first of all, let's keep going on this topic, but you owe me, and I think Tyrone has been waiting for it too, Tesla Tech, bro. We ought to take this whole thing and start new with a Tesla Tech.
Wow. Hey, Crypto, do you know who Dr. Parkenstine is?
I'm not sure if I do actually, although it sounds familiar.
Because y'all talking about Tesla, that dude's like the reincarnated Tesla. I actually did a podcast with him just a few days ago.
Really? I am
Yeah,
gonna
that
have
dude,
to get the
he's on.
link from you and look into this.
Let's look at it right now. And
Yeah,
crypto, if
yeah.
you want to share.
It's only like 15, 20 minutes. We're going to do
Let's
Oh,
look it
another
up.
one
It's right
longer.
here. It's right here. Here's your
let's
channel.
watch that.
It's on
Let's
your
watch.
channel, right? Where
Yep.
is it? Videos or live?
It's under live.
And then I
It's
saw
this.
this. I saw Dr.
Yeah, that's
Parkinson when
right.
you were doing that live. It
Oh
popped out of
yes,
nowhere.
yes, absolutely. The young chap that yes, and he literally like does everything analog. Yeah, he's awesome, 100%. He literally would be the reincarnate of Tesla. That's a great
Yeah.
description.
Tell me
Yeah, he
more.
did like-
What's going on with this guy? What?
Play.
Well,
What
that
did he
dude,
do?
that dude is knowledgeable, bro. Like he's like everything you know about Tesla. Just think about it in him. Like seriously, I'm not even joking, bro.
Okay.
I'm not even halfway playing around. Like this dude right here is like he's on it. Like he is on it.
Oh yeah, I
You think I
second
can look
that.
him up in ChatGPT?
Probably.
No, play one of his videos or play the interview. What are you doing?
Well, I mean, I worry about all the.
I worry about people that depend too much on Chat GPT.
His real name, Parker Edmondson. Is that him?
Yes, that's what his channel used to be named. That's why I didn't
So-
recognize the name.
Oh, Dr. Parkenstein, huh? So,
Yeah.
what did he? So when you, wait, I can't. Why won't it unclick? What a pain in my ass. Okay. Anyways, Dr. Parkenstein, tell me more. What did he say during that video? I'll go watch it now. That he was live and I was busy, so I couldn't watch it when that came up.
Well,
Yeah, we didn't really talk about much because, like I said, it's only. I mean, we did, but we didn't get in details of anything. Only because he only had 15 minutes. He had an engagement that he had to go to, but he wanted to definitely have a discussion with me. He said he's going to do a second one with me, but he lives like he's in the like in the early like 1920s, 1900s and stuff like that.
So he doesn't even have a cell phone. He doesn't use a smartphone.
no,
His
oh,
cell
he
phone-
uses it. He makes like the old school ones. Like he restores all of these different like analog technologies and stuff. It's wild. He's awesome. He's next level.
Yeah, his cars that he drives. I mean, he has things that's modern times, like vehicles and stuff like that. He just literally just lives like back in the day. He still cooks his food on the old oven. He bakes on there a lot. He actually has Edison light bulbs, like seriously. Like this dude is like, I'm telling you, this dude is next level type shit, man.
Are those Edison light bulbs still working? Is the question, and I bet they are.
Yes.
Because they made him to not break back in the day.
Yeah,
but of course nowadays, no.
Yeah, he says he only uses them for special occasions. Of course, he doesn't want nothing to happen to him and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, I can understand, but the fact that they still work because they were built to last back in the day. And by the way, now we don't even have those types of light bulbs, do we? We have you can actually buy them. I found out for electrician purposes, you can buy those types of light bulbs. There's a special name for them where they have the filament. But now it's like you can't even get them. I've got a couple that I've kind of recycled and kept. But it's not like these aren't Edison's; these are GE. And what was it? Oh yeah,
he's a pretty good educated dude, man. Like he's somebody that I would follow if you haven't been following him.
Well, let me follow him right now. How do I find him? Is he in your description?
So I've been following him for a few years now. I didn't realize he must have renamed himself in the last 6 months or something. Hey, from his original.
I'm actually going to update that right now because I just texted him because he has a GoFundMe account for his museum that he's creating. So I'm about to put all his stuff in there now. because I got all his stuff that I needed. So yeah, I'm about to update it right
Well,
now.
let's see if I can. So, let's just ask ChatGPT. What is his YouTube channel link?
Oh, Parker Edmondson, then I think it is.
Parker Edmondson. Okay,
Or whatever it was.
Edmondson. All right, let me try that. Let's see if this will come
Whatever
up
it
with
came
something.
up as.
Let's try it. Boom. See, I'm paying for ChatGPT. I'm paying for ChatGPT. So this is why.
Okay, I see. I didn't know. But yeah, he's done some wild builds of like these different Tesla like patents, and then like stepped them up, and like he's you should just play one of the videos where he's describing it, because I'm struggling right now.
Well, I'm looking at he's got his shorts, nitroglycerin throwback, GoFundMe for the Model T. Here's his GoFundMe right here. Is that what? Oh, wait, what happened? Is that it? I don't like shorts, by the way. I don't like shorts. I'm not seeing the GoFundMe for the Model T. Oh, no, this is the nitroglycerin throwback. Okay.
Clearly.
Let's go to the next one. That's here. On my fund to get a Ford Model T fundraiser. So anyways, I don't know. Would I want to get a Ford Model T?
It's just
I think
him, man. He like Tyrone said, he's literally the reincarnate of Tesla. Like, he's living in that time frame. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go watch that video and listen to him talk. But I'm a worry. Well, this is your video, right? So we can play it if I want, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's your video. So I feel bad like playing his video. Where did it go? Here it is. Let's just listen to some of it.
It's so strange about that copyright thing, because you got to turn on that. You got to make sure you hit that that thing on the bottom on the right hand corner when you open up the box. You know, when you do screen share. When you do screen share, you got to open it.
Basically, this isn't gonna work then.
What? No, the little box in the corner.
You can't hear him, right? Box. Okay, so let me stop the screen share.
Yeah, you have to stop the screen share, open it back up. Before you hit OK, you have to hit that little red box on the right-hand side.
Yeah, the bottom right.
Also share audio.
There you go.
Also share audio, but I had that clicked already. Oh, I know. Entire screen doesn't have that. Window does. Chrome tab does. Let me go with window. Oops, I messed up. Sorry. Let me try that one more time. Oh, because I didn't select it. There we go. So you just asked him about creating a museum?
No, he's doing it on his own.
Okay, but he's about to talk about the car instead of the museum.
And we still can't hear.
If you start talking, I'll pause this, okay?
Can't hear it.
You can't hear? Let me just check and see if I can hear it on my main thing. Hold on. Let me just reset that and let me play it. Yeah, you can't hear it. That's weird. But I clicked it. All right, let's not play videos on other channels.
Just try it one last time in your Chrome browser. Or are you not in Chrome?
Okay, shut me off. Ha 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 ha. Okay, turn that off. Let me try that one more time. Stop screen, present, share screen, window. Okay, so to share audio, share a tab. That's what it says. That's where I went wrong. So I'm looking at there it is. And now I can do it.
I had faith in you, Stig. Now you know.
It's like
now we're good.
$9,000 or something like that. So I'm trying every way I can to get the payment for this house, like crowdfunding a museum. And then once I get the museum, I'm gonna make it a bed and breakfast and a museum. And the profits from that will go back into my wireless electrical experiments and all that stuff. And so people will be able to come see all of this like at one place, basically.
Yeah, and I'm actually excited about that. So I want to tell you, I want to be one of the first people there. So we exchange numbers. So I mean, I'm definitely going to keep asking you about that because, like I said, I like to go to different places, write articles about them. I also like to make videos of them. Like I just made a Rumble account where I can share. Just like I was telling you how you inspired me how to go authentic with what I'm sharing, right? Most people are using AI to, do that and stuff like that, and it's
Right.
losing its, this charm and soul to it and stuff like that. So, we have places in our backyard and museums that I can go and visit, and I'll write articles and, like I said, do videos on them and stuff like that. So I definitely want to be there for your museum. Do you have a name for it yet?
It's probably gonna be called the Parkenstine House or something like that. I haven't really.
Okay, let's take a break.
I love that.
Tell me,
Well,
okay, so he's
revisit
talking
it.
about his funding and stuff, but when he talks about, let's get it from crypto because you've been following him for a while. I mean, why is he knows when you say he's like Tesla? Is it because he could go build a Tesla coil?
He's literally building a whole bunch of wireless coils that are oscillating at the same frequency and thus able to resonate, and thus has figured out and experimenting with the same aspects that my group, shout out to Old Man Builds and WPG Enlighten for Truth 2, Gerald's and their geometry coils and Tesla coils and all that they're doing, but it's identical to what Parker is doing, except he's taken it like a slightly different patent route of Tesla's work that he's reproducing compared to what the guys I'm working with doing, but it's absolutely awesome. And for his age, it's like, man, can tell he's an old soul. He's already got a plan. He's doing a bed and breakfast in that museum with the Model T car. I love it. And we lost Stig. And Stig's gone. So he can't hit play.
Oh Lord, what this dude do?
Out of it yet, or the Parker
Well, he did
Museum.
hit play.
Oh, he just
But,
dipped on us.
On
He's
this
there. He just
podcast,
working.
can you actually see video feed, or is it just like talking?
Okay, I figured out how to. I was trying to turn off my camera for a second because I got to pick my nose. You can hear, right?
But you still shared that fact with us. We love it. We love it.
Well, I'm saving it. I'm going to show everything, but no. So
yeah, let it play for a couple minutes. I'd love to listen.
Yeah, we can see video feed.
Oh, okay, because like I'm at my apartment, so
yeah.
I have all my stuff.
yeah, we see you. We see you.
Did he
We
show
see
some of his
you.
coils?
Yeah.
Yeah, we see you. We see, and you know what's so crazy is because I had one of my questions that I had right here because I have a Kindle right next to me. Like I take a lot of notes and talk and stuff, and when I visualize and see things, you said you was about to go baking, and that's why we only have a good 15-20 minutes. So go ahead and show that oven that you be using because what time era is that from?
It is from 1917. It's a 1917 Hughes electric range. Here's an ad from the Saturday Evening Post from 1917.
That's an actual ad from that time?
1917. It's from the date is on the back of it. Let me go ahead and pull it out of here. I think it's from it's dated on the back of here because there's another ad. It's April 21st of 1917.
Oh yeah. We see
that. Yeah, and then it says Hughes, and right on the oven door it says Hughes.
Man, that's amazing, man, and that's where you actually cook your meals from too,
yeah,
right? Like,
look, I can turn on a burner. It has to warm up. It'll take about 5 years to warm up, but it'll every day now it'll start glowing.
I have to say one thing is I actually have ovens like that. My mom's had ovens like that we've used in our homes growing up. So it's been I'm surprised to see that, and I'm kind of curious about what that one is right there. What is that burner? Is that a burner? That's a special burner. So I hope he talks about it.
Induction coil potentially, and
that's what I was really.
Why he's so wild is that he has to get these things working. He has to do the like 1900 circuitry and like wiring and what's the word, rectifying of the electricity and the entire circuits to the grid and back to the analog originals for them to actually work without burning down his house constantly. So it's like the kid is truly a genius. It's wild. Or young
These are
man.
bizarre. Yeah,
Young
these
man.
are bizarre. You read my mind when you said induction. I said that, wow, that looks like an induction burner. But then now look at the other one up here. So I'm
They
kind of
all
curious.
potentially are. Potentially.
Let's hear what he has to
That's
say
awesome.
about all this. I'm excited. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty
Oh, it's
cool.
already lit. That's glowing.
And then
Okay,
and it
so not
still
induction.
works till to this
Wait a
day.
minute,
you
how
know?
did it
Well,
glow
I
so-
fixed
wait
a
a
lot
minute.
of the burners on.
How did it glow so fast? Let's look at that one more time. What you said that was a. Let's go back to
So
just
it might
before he
not
showed
be
his oven.
Wait, let me go ahead and pull it out of here. I think it's from. It's dated on the back of here because
Look
there's
at that
another.
oven. I'm
date.
sorry,
It's
I'm looking at the
April
oven in the back.
21st of 1917.
Oh yeah. We
And
see
then
that.
there's and then it says Hughes, and right on the oven door it says Hughes.
Oh, so he's he's comparing the Hughes company has the oven, and then what was the paper? Did I lose? Oh, is my mic?
The
Anybody else?
paper is the instruction manual from
Yeah, it's the
1917.
instruction manual. Yeah.
So this is a 1917 oven. Okay,
Hughes.
and it's an electric oven. That's what
Yeah,
we're.
that's what I'm saying.
There's no propane. Yeah, wow. He's got oh my god, that is crazy.
Man, that's amazing, man. And that's where you actually cook your meals from too,
Yeah,
right? Like
look, I can turn on the burner. It has to warm up. It'll take about 5 years to warm up, but it'll any day now it'll start glowing. There it goes.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Mhm.
That is pretty cool. And then it still works till to this day.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I fixed a lot of the burners on it, so I had to rewind some of the burners. The oven, one of the oven coils is original from 1917. But when I got it, I bought it on Facebook Marketplace, and so I had to order some nichrome wire, type 80 nichrome, which is a mixture of nickel and chromium, which offers a high resistance. So it basically is high resistance means that it'll emit a lot of heat. And it won't trip the breaker. It doesn't act as a short on the line. It's basically like an incandescent light bulb. Incandescent meaning it glows white hot. It resists so much current that it gets so hot that it glows white. That's what incandescent means.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know, I know a lot of people. I was telling you before in live. I know a lot of people that know you, and we actually have conversations about you. You know, I actually invited you to a couple of those spaces. You know what I'm saying? So if you see one of those spaces, you can just jump in 2 minutes just to say hi. You know, some of those people would enjoy it. But no, seriously, you know, a lot of people do follow you, and they call you basically. You know, they call you
Nikola Tesla reincarnated. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How that make you feel, man? Because you know,
I mean,
a lot of
I
people
just-
respect him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, honestly, I'm just doing what I do. I don't really like. It's not. I just march to the beat of my own drum. I always have.
mhm.
So, but yeah.
You just roll with what makes you happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you can definitely tell this is your passion because you live like this is your passion. Like you have the whole style. You know, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You know, I'm not a cowboy or nothing like that. You know, I grew up in the hip hop days. You know, baggy clothes and earrings and stuff like that. But when I was a little kid, I always wanted cowboy boots, but my parents never got them for me and stuff like that. So when I got older, you know, just a few years ago, actually, I'm 41 years old right now. I bought me some cowboy boots, but then I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and up it and get a cowboy hat. But I also want people to know that I'm the local historian. You know, I was telling you I'm the local historian where I go to these local places, and I'll just explain that. You know, when you go out in public, people know who you are, right?
Yeah.
And you know, people who ain't, you know, I'm all the way here up in Georgia, and I know who you are. You know, and it's pretty amazing what you do because you got cars from back. Like, what's the oldest car you have right now?
So I have two cars from 1926. A 1926 Ford Model T Touring and a 1926 Ford Model T truck. But then I also have a 1928 Durant. The Model T Touring I've driven from the Dallas area, Dallas, Texas, all the way home to East Texas, 165 miles. And and it took me 5 hours of driving and 4 hours of resting for a grand total of 9 hours. And I pulled into my grandma's house. I got out and I was like, "Can I be dead now?" But anyway, I made it. So
Now that's pretty cool, man. Because I know I seen your cars. You have them right. You know, everybody's talking about Bentleys and Mercedes, and you got these old schools that
Yeah.
you be riding in. You
yeah,
know?
well, these if there's like a EMP or solar flare or whatever, they'll keep going. There's no computers in them.
Hey, you gonna be riding right down the street, and everybody gonna be looking.
And there's no seatbelt detectors and beeps and bells going off all the time. I do have a fantasy about getting a hold of an old car myself, and the question is it probably would run. I know I grew up in Upland, California, where they rebuilt cars. All my neighbors had hot rods and muscle cars, and the one thing that you don't see anymore is stuff like that at all. I got questions about that. Well, I mean, what happened to my muscle car? It's not possible anymore to get one. I mean, it is, but you got to spend $30,000 for a Mustang from the '60s.
I was just telling I was just talking to my wife about that. You know, men don't spend time on their cars like they used to. You know, you don't see men in the driveways that often fixing their cars, and the only reason why is because of the simple fact of what the automobile industry did to us. You know, they took a lot of shit from us. You know, you can't do nothing without
well, I think the truth is you can do it, but they tricked you, and like they took the carburetor away, and some people are mad about that. I don't mind there not being a carburetor anymore. I like fuel injection, and I watched how to change the fuel injection spray jets. Is it? I've never done it myself. I used to work on cars a lot. I changed my own oil. You don't have to jack up my car, but transmission
carburetors are good though for another purpose if you're running a hydrogen system, but that's different. But it makes
you owe us an update, Bernie. You owe us an update for this Tesla Tech you went to. You went to.
I will give it as soon as the reincarnate of Tesla finishes speaking.
You're going to give it in 10 minutes, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at this. Okay, we'll watch it. But just to give a little bit, you not only went to this Tesla Tech in Albuquerque, and by the way, I saw your photos. Did you know that Robert Seffer apparently dined with the same lady you accompanied to Tesla Tech? Did you?
Oh yeah, Julia's my podcast partner, man. She was
with Robert Seffer.
Yeah, like that. Like you got to understand that's one of my agents. At any point, she could just like poison his dinner, and bam, right? I got the power.
Oh, you don't like Robert Seffer?
No, I'm kidding. I don't mind him. I got nothing against him. Julia's friends with him. He's saying he's actually dope, so I might hang out.
I like him myself, but he blocked me on Twitter. I guess my connection to Jimmy had some effect. And I gave him a super chat. I was sending him money, but anyways, whatever. I do like Robert Seffer, and his last video was pretty cool. And he showed him and Julia eating together in this.
I heard.
In this,
I
forget, but it wasn't Tesla Tech.
Bring it up when I was on stream with them because, well.
Okay, so I'm going to play this so we can hurry on to what you're going to give us, and you're going to give us your channels too, because I interrupted you. I said Rebirth of the Word first, and then we never got back to your channel, and so you give that too. But before I do, I'm going to kind of say you went to Tesla Tech in Albuquerque. Can you give me a one-sentence summary of what that conference was advertising themselves to be?
It was the 40th annual year of the event, and it is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is the heart of the nuclear weapons and technology industry of the U.S. And yeah, it's also, there's Groom Lake, Area 51, and then you got White Sands, New Mexico, close by. And
well, that's actually, I think Groom Lake's closer to me than Albuquerque.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, it's like that's what it's all surrounded by. So when you understand this event has been going on for 40 years, and that's where all the not
Well,
necessarily black projects, but the classified science stuff, and then it's mostly those people presenting their own private work that they do outside of the industry.
At the beginning of this stream, re-indigenizing minds came back on and talked about there's a transit route from Stonewall, New Mexico. He lives in Albuquerque, and it goes all the way to Mexico. And he was talking about it at the beginning of this, and we're going full circle here. This energy, this ley line thing, and the whole thing that's happening in New Mexico as well. Okay, because I want to hear you, I want to play this real quick and get back to it. There's one more thing I was going to ask you first, but I'm going to zip it. I'm going to play this, take a break, and here you are. Here's what you wanted.
And at you like, man, I wish I had
What
one of those right
people
there.
I'll be like, what?
All right, Hua, you know my audience.
People demand. The people demand Dr. Parkenstine. All right.
Okay, I'm enjoying it. It's just that, now I have 10 viewers too. So I'm going to watch this. It's 10 minutes long left over, and then we're going to come back to Tesla Tech 2025.
You should have listened to me.
Nah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. And are you gonna put those in your museum, or are you gonna be part of your museum?
Those are my cars. I mean, I drive those when I can. Like, I also have a Toyota Tundra, but that's for long distance. If I want to get there, like the same day.
Yeah, you ain't trying to wait 24 hours.
Yeah, I follow
You
somebody.
said a Toyota Tundra. That's not. Hold up. Now let's go back to that. Why you pick a Toyota Tundra out of what you have right now?
Because my grandpa sold it to me. So, I mean, he had it, and it's a reliable car. It's very reliable. So, I mean, and it will tow my Model Ts if I need to bring them somewhere.
One of my favorite shows is the Wonder Years, and Kevin got a vehicle from his granddad also. So that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that opportunity. I never had that, but that's pretty cool. And Toyotas are, long lasting vehicles. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, so do you work on those old school cars that you have?
Everything that I have, I work on myself.
So you don't let nobody
including the cars. One time in the Durant, I was driving it and the engine started knocking. So I had it towed to my grandma's house. I went to Dallas because I have a spare engine for the Durant. And then once I got the spare engine, I brought it back. Then one day at 1:30 in the afternoon, I went to the Durant. I disconnected the flywheel. I pulled the engine out of the whole car after I moved the radiator. I opened the head. I dropped the oil pan. I pulled out the bad. So before all this, I determined that there was a bad piston, and that's why the engine knocked, because I stuck a screwdriver in number 3 spark plug, and I rotated.
Did we find out how old is he? How old is he? Because I think he's kind of young. I'm looking at his face.
He's only 25. He was 25. His birthday was like his birthday was like a week before we had this discussion, so he just turned 25.
I wasn't going to guess that young, and he's talking about stuff I've never heard a 25-year-old talk about. I used to talk about this kind of stuff in before the year 2000, like when I literally used to pull engines, and I changed engines. I rebuilt. I didn't actually rebuild it myself. I just paid a guy to do it because I was intimidated by the process. And now I'm listening. This 25-year-old, he didn't rebuild the engine himself, but he had an extra engine. Where does he get his money from? What's going on here? Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Let me just hit play.
The crank, and it didn't ever move. So I was like, okay, that piston's bad. So basically, I disassembled the whole engine, starting at 1:30 in the afternoon. Lifted that bad piston out. Went to the spare engine, pulled a piston out of that engine, and then I went to Harbor Freight, got a piston ring compressor, I oiled up the walls, put the new piston from the spare into the original engine in the Durant, put a new oil pan gasket, put a new head gasket, put everything back together, and I had that thing driving back on the road at 8 p.m. So it took me 7 hours.
Wow. And you be working on it, man. And you know that's so cool because you know they still make parts for that stuff. Is it hard to find those parts, or is it like is it
No.
pretty easy?
In fact, I have in my parlor. Let me get it. It's in this little cabinet right here. Of course, I locked that cabinet. I
That
have
is so cool how you
I've
live.
been the
bro.
Integratron.
I have this. So this is pretty much every part for a Model T.
Sorry, just to comment on Sonic Roots Fun. You're talking about Adamski, George Adamski, and I've got those papers, the papers that were stolen. My mother was all into it, and so if you're interested in that, let me know. Anyways, this is interesting too. He's literally freaking. I can't believe this guy able to freaking. By the way, talking about replacing a piston, I used to do stuff like that, and that was like just a little bit of hard for me. I wouldn't do that without a pro nearby. Freaking, I had those tools, believe it or not. The compression, the piston compressor. Anyways, he's gonna get his Model T literature.
Let me show you. Can you flip cameras on this, or is that not possible? I don't even
You
know how.
should be able to.
I'm gonna just flip the camera manually because, like, I don't want to mess up anything. But here's head gaskets, gas tanks, hubcap,
Yeah, true. George Van
wood
Tassel.
wheels, the
George Van
spokes,
Tassel. Sorry.
hubs, wire wheels, drive shafts, front axles, pinion shims, everything. If you name the part, it's in this book. You could build a Model T from this catalog. Like one time, my tailpipe fell off on my Model T touring. Don't know how that happened, but I managed to make that happen. And I ran over
Did he just say he already owns a Model T Touring? He owns it. Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
too, so it benched it all up.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, and I don't.
I mean, so he's got a little bit of money somewhere. I mean, it's not. I don't know. 25 years old, man.
I still to this day don't know where I lost it because I
That
haven't
dude has
seen it.
1.1 million
But-
followers on TikTok, bro.
Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, I'll be watching his channel. Very interesting. And you know, let me just put it this way, because he kind of I don't want to sound too he kind of reminded me of myself when he was talking, the way he was talking, but 25 years old. I mean, the dude's obviously a genius, and he's got his induction. I don't know if that stove, like, what's going on here? Is he living alone, or is he like 25? I don't get it. I got to know more now. So I'm going to keep playing this because I want to hear that Tesla Tech update. Hold
I
on.
ordered a new one out of this book, and it was $24.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
compared to being in an antique, that's pretty cool though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, see, man, they see you rolling, man. They hating, man.
Mhm.
No, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Like you actually live like your lifestyle. So, what is your favorite era? Because I know we don't have that much time, and I do respect your time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I do like the Victorian era, the Edwardian era, and a little bit of the beginning of the modern era. So, like the 1920s. So I would basically say, I mean, with my music, I listen to music from 1890 to 1934. Music after 1934 just isn't the same. I don't know why. It's just weird. But then my furniture, I mean,
why.
I'd say mostly 18.
I can explain why the music is different to Parker Edson is because, and he would probably be the reincarnate of Edison, not Tesla, if his last name's Edson. But that's a question we can only ask Parker. But Parker, I forget what the hell I was saying now.
But Thomas Edison was evil, right?
No, well, that's what it was portrayed. I think they were actually played against each other. Okay, I remember why. So the music, it's that it was switched from 440 hertz to 432 hertz, and that the 432, or from 432 to 440, my apologies, I got that backwards. But it's that when it was in 432, it was in a coherent wave geometry, and because of Parker's, like, he's clearly like in tuned with,
he's aligned with the frequency. Yeah, he's aligned.
Yeah, but it's more than just being aligned. It's like the term is like hypersensitive or whatever, but it's like he can feel the energy, right? So when working with the different oscillations, of the analog wireless technology and coils that he's been doing with Tesla's original work, that would be why he would feel the difference between any music that was recorded beforehand while it was still in the 432 hertz range compared to anything afterwards in the 440. It would be my theory. I don't know. That's what I would suspect.
Sounds well. Is that his theory too? Did Parkenstine say this?
No, so that's just what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? I need to talk to you about cymatics and the frequencies that the Richat structure matches. I need to hear. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay, but that's a different day. And the Tesla Tech. I gave you the first day of Comic-Con. Sorry, Comic-Con. Did I just say that? I meant to say Cosmic Summit. I just posted that. I took it from your channel, or I downloaded and put it on my channel. That was an important video for me, man. Thank you so much. When I was detained, you were there for me in Mauritania as well, and we did that live stream. But
darn straight.
I mean, so you got to now give me the. Oh, don't worry. There's good news. I don't want to say it on the air, but there's good news about all that. Ask Tyrone and ask. Well, we talked. So, yeah, we're gonna get that from you because you had your time. I want that. But this is interesting, and I'm gonna do it first. We got another 6 minutes here. Let's keep going.
All right.
I'm listening. If you need to pause, I'm here for you. Let's go.
90 to probably like 1930. But I have some pieces. Well, like this chair in my parlor is from 1860. This one right here.
Dang.
Yeah, and then this is like 1890s, 1899, I think. Couch is 1890s, or the love seat is what you call it. These, I would imagine, are 1890s as well. I bought those as a set at our local antique store. I think I paid like $275 for the set, for the bundle.
Mm-hmm. And those lights. What kind? What year are those lights that you?
Yeah,
have?
here it comes the light bulbs.
I have some light.
This is the light bulbs that I was telling you about. He's about to show you the light bulbs.
Light it up, Stig.
I have some light bulbs from 1896. I actually.
He's pausing it. What you pausing it for?
So we can see the working light bulb.
Because I'm only going to use them like for show, like when people come over. But this one is from 1896. You can see where it says, I'm not even going to say that name because you know how I don't like it, that guy right there.
Oh, my bad. All right. So definitely it's not the reincarnate of that individual.
I told you, man. I told you.
Fair. That's funny.
That's like a curse word to me.
Oh man!
Gee, I cursed him by claiming that. My apologies, Parkenstine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so most of my furniture is like at least 90 years old.
That's pretty awesome, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like when I came across your channel, man, I was like, man, this dude right here is really into this stuff. And you know what? It's crazy because, like I said, I have a passion for history too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a real deep passion. I served in the military. I was in the military for 13 years. I got wounded in Afghanistan. I was forced to retire. And then I decided, I was like, man, what can I do with my life? But I always liked history. And I've never really had anybody to say, hey, to push towards it because, you know, when I was growing up, it was always about being doctors, lawyers, you know, trying to be on the higher status.
Right. And going like, for me, I was always told like you have to go to college and all that stuff. I went to college and I failed history and music.
Okay, right here I'm going to say education's bullshit. Don't go to school. Don't pay for university. Don't get student loans. By the way, earlier when I kept pausing it, I didn't realize that my microphone was muted, so I was talking to. But I totally agree with everything I'm hearing right now, and the fact that he's like, "Don't go to school." I don't know. Let's hear.
Music theory. And I was like, in one semester, and then the pandemic happened, and I had to go to online school. And I just sat down, and I got right back up 5 seconds later. I was like, time to go send electricity wirelessly to Chicago.
Yeah, yeah. See, I didn't like school either. I just didn't like school. I just didn't like how they, how they was teaching
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, they teach the
but
same way, and
That,
not
that
every.
really hurts. I'm pausing the video to say that really fucking hurts because I got my master's degree. I went not PhD, and I probably could be talked into a PhD, but
It hurt because
no.
I got my master's, but I could probably be talked into a PhD.
If somebody wanted to pay for it or something, yeah, maybe I could call myself a doctor. It's all bullshit. Education's bullshit. Trust me. Don't go to school. Have you seen that one video where the guy sings a rap song? Don't go to school. It's bullshit. It's making you do all these things that we've been trained to do. Breakfast, oh yeah, that's the most important meal of the day. Get fat, get diabetes. This guy's cool. Let's keep going. Don't go to school.
He learns the same way.
Not everybody learns the same way. I say that all the time, and that's part of the problem with our schooling system, that they think everybody learns the same way, and we don't. You have to cater to how you want to teach those people. And that's why there was different elders in those older civilizations that were for different groups of individuals.
That's why we went through this is why I feel like we went through an industrial revolution, because that happened back when there was one-room schoolhouses to teach like 9 students at a time maximum, pretty much. And I feel like they could customize the education so that they could learn better. And that's why, or that contributed majorly to the Industrial Revolution, because it contributed to their way of thinking, basically.
Yeah. I agree. And and
look at the style that's on the screen right now. All these hats. Where's my hat? I gotta get my hat. Shit. All right, we're going.
I say that a lot. Like
2 hours
Say what?
and 30 minutes in, he realizes he's missing his Indiana Jones hat.
No, I cleaned up, so I wanted to show it off. I got good lighting too, so it's like. Anyways,
you do look respectable, sir.
I want to freaking clean up and get respectable and get back on track. 2025 got some stalls in it, bro, and let's keep going with this. I'm actually very inspired by
damn near over with.
It's almost over, but I got a few more things I got to do before it's over, and we're going to talk about that off the screen. So Dr. Parkenstine, 25, he's sitting here talking about, basically his lifestyle, and he's not so my mic was muted when that Edison comment came up, but you did the job, Crypto, by saying what you had to say. I heard it, and it's like amazing. Yeah, I always heard that he was kind of a bad guy. And anyways, let's get back to this. We got a few more seconds here, like 4 minutes, and then we're going to hear about Tesla Tech. And I got them. Whoa, slow down. I got the most viewers I've had the whole time. 12 viewers. Who do you think's watching right now? Stig's audience, but who are they? Give us the chats. I want your chats. Please chat in the live stream. Tell me who you are, where you are. Sonic Roots Fun, are you still here? Mr. Jimmy, are you still here? And there's no way Re-Indigenous is still here. I sense he's an older gentleman, but I could be wrong. We're going to finish this right now. Here we go.
When I was wounded in Afghanistan, I got a brain injury. So I have a traumatic brain injury, a moderate brain injury. And, I actually learned a lot about, how the brain works and stuff. And not everybody can learn the same way. Everybody has their own different ways. And it's just amazing that we have one strict guideline on how to teach people. And if people don't follow that guideline, then they're not smart enough for whatever you think they are. But, but this is what led us on different paths. Look at where you're successful at right now. And I feel like I've been more successful doing this type of things because it's my passion. I'm doing something I love. I get to wake up every morning and say, hey, I can make a video about this. Or, hey, I could talk about this. Or, hey, and not even worry about, if people follow me or not. It's me doing what I love, and that's all that matters. And that's one of the reasons why I wrote a book, was because I felt like I had a lot to share, and I always wanted it to be out there. And I say this a lot: you die twice. Once when you're physically dead, and the second time when nobody else mentions your name ever again. So I feel like once
what a great philosophy. That I think about it all the time. Right there, you nail it right there. That's why I do this. If I try to monetize, I think I discovered stuff, and if I try to monetize it and nobody sees it, no, give it away for free. Why? Because I hopefully can get credit for actually discovering some of this stuff. And I totally agree with that. You die when the last person who remembers you dies, right? Okay, let's keep going. But great point. Thank you, Tyrone.
It happens, you know, you're dead, you're gone. But as long as your name is into something, you know, that's why I think my book is going to go there. And I believe, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be there for your museum, man. We're at 20 minutes, man. So I like I said, I respect your time. I know you got to do some baking stuff. Everybody check out Dr. Parkenstine. I really appreciate this. He's definitely said he's going to give me another discussion. We have we exchange cell phone numbers, so I mean, only other way he can ignore me now is by completely blocking me from him. You know what I'm saying? So, I can hit him up whenever, you know. I say, hey, yo, when we gonna have this next conversation? You know, I'm still waiting. But no, this has been a pleasure and an honor, man. I really appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, hey, really appreciate it. Tell everybody where they can find you at real quick.
So dr.parkinstine and the number 2 on TikTok, and then dr_parkinstine on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I'm always going to call it Twitter. Instagram is pman817, and then my YouTube, which I'm working on building my YouTube. It is dr.parkinstine. And I think that's all of them. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, well, the second time when we have this conversation, we're gonna have them all. So you know what I'm saying. This is you have a second chance to go out there and show. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, but I'm gonna head in this stream. I really appreciate everybody.
What a great prelude!
People enjoy your
what a
work,
great
man.
prelude, right?
An honor, like I mean, said, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is his website. Boom. Or I'm sorry, it's his YouTube. And then he's just saying, I'm going to get into developing his YouTube, but you've been watching it for how many years now, Bernie?
At least 3, but I would follow his TikTok more. But
yeah, his TikTok he has 1.1 million followers on TikTok, bro. Like this, like when I say this dude is, and I think I'm the first podcast interview.
Magnifying transmitter.
Okay, today.
Sorry, I don't want to go copyright. What is a magnifying transmitter?
Okay, this is the one that we want to play, but just mute it and let Tyrone speak while it's playing in the background.
On. I'm actually, instead of letting it play, I'm gonna scan it like this. I'm just trying to be a little more careful.
Is that really copyright? I thought fair use.
This isn't copyrighted. It shouldn't be.
If you're talking about
okay, well, actually, you're right about all that. I just try to be a little careful. I'll play it. It's muted. It's in its own.
That's like a freaking multi-wave radar dish antenna that he has built there. And boom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, listen to me, bro. When I say this dude is the next Nikola Tesla, people need to start paying attention to him, man. Like, seriously, like this dude is doing things that people were doing in the early 1900s, and he's doing things in 2025. That mind is a great thing. You know what I'm saying? You know that saying, you know, they say that a mind is a terrible thing to waste, and we're wasting it as a society when we don't contribute and promote this gentleman's work. Like, seriously, he's doing this shit in the backyard, bro. Like, this is not.
I'm glad you found this one.
Let's just say it. It's his Tesla coil. He's got a Tesla coil in his backyard.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a little bit different, but yes, it essentially is.
Okay.
And it's one of Tesla's patents, but it's multi-oscillating, and it creates scalar fields, and it's essentially a radio wave scalar dish, like a radio dish, satellite dish, but it's a scalar version of it. And it's based off of Tesla's original like Death Ray and Wardenclyffe technology.
Okay, see, this is where I'm going to just say it.
I know
Bernie
exactly what he's
doing.
doing.
He's smarter than me. Okay, I'm It's
I
like
would
I
say-
just felt like I was in that lecture in university my freshman year when I was sitting there and I didn't know what the hell the teacher was talking about just now. That just happened. Say that one more time with 4 words or something like that.
Okay,
Just
so
chat
4
GPT
words. I'm not jealous that Tyrone was able to be the first podcaster to get him on, because I'm actually stoked for that. And that I was talking to Parker like probably 2 years ago on his YouTube for a little bit and trying to get him on, and he was saying he would. I would love the chance to talk to him again and get him discussing with. See, there's.
Hey, I could try to set that up.
Maybe,
I could try
maybe
to set
we
that
can
up.
find somebody who has his number. I don't know if somebody
I
has
already
his
told
number.
you.
maybe-
I already told you. I already
What?
have his
I'm
phone
sorry.
number.
What?
No,
so-
I already
so-
said it.
He knows.
I already have his phone number.
I
You
know.
I said it. I said it in the video. I said the only way he can ignore me now is by completely blocking me off his phone number, because now I can just text him
Ouch.
whenever and be like, "Yo."
And what
And
happens?
now you can text him and be like, Parker, how would you like to present at Tesla Tech in Albuquerque next year?
That's awesome.
2026,
That's awesome right
because
there.
I can help.
Hey, I'll
make that
text
happen.
him. I'll text him that.
happen.
I'll text him that right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, do that while Bernie, and I'm gonna just try to set this up because Bernie. By
What
the
is
way,
it?
you
What's
are-
it called, Bernie?
Tesla Tech. TESLA.
Is there a website I can go to? I mean, this is an awesome
yes,
video.
there is.
Magnifying transmitter. Let's go to the website. Or a video? Where should I go?
Well, yeah,
Oh, wait,
you can go to their website here. Can hold on. I will get you the digital flyer so you can see who all was presenting at the conference.
Hello, all.
It's
And by the
Tesla
way,
Tech in
Bernie is
Albuquerque,
telling
right?
us about Tesla Tech.
Albuquerque,
13
yes, sir.
people watching. 13 people watching.
Albuquerque,
Mr. Jimmy
Mexico.
is still here.
Amazing.
Sonic Roots Fun. George Van Tassel built the Integratron right near me. I can go there tomorrow and
Yeah, and then it was Eric Dollard that worked on almost getting it rebuilt. And if you haven't heard his testimony, he did about 6 months ago on that and all the spooky action entities and experiences he had as it started to come online again. It's quite a compelling interview that he did with Aaron McAcowney.
you're specifically talking about the Integratron right now. Did you go actually?
Yes, and
you-
the famous
never-
Eric Dollard. 100.
You've never been there, right? But what about
I have not yet.
did Adamski have something to do with it?
I'm not sure. I just know Eric saw Eric Dollard's recent testimony
Okay.
on it.
All right.
And then also
By the way,
Walter Bosley, they do tours to the Tegreton out of where they're from.
I live right next to it. So,
So meet
when you
there.
said yes, I am, were you responding to me and my Adamski stuff?
Me? Who? What?
You mentioned in the live stream chat, yes, I am. I think maybe you were talking to somebody else. I mentioned George Adamski's papers. Never mind. That's UFO stuff. All right. So
Weird.
I'm going to click on the first link here. Tesla Tech Conference 2025 books. I mean, what do we need to know here? And look, I have to sniff my little deodorizer because we're on at 3 hours streaming. Keep me awake. But, I was just,
TeslaTech.info is the website.
okay, let me put it in right now. TeslaTech.info. Hold on. Keep talking.
And it's a 5-day conference. It's absolutely epic. The Thursday and Friday was when the presenters were doing different Tesla builds, presenting on their coil and plasma systems. And then it also do anti-gravity, I guess. Essentially, it was like a Searle generator.
Sorry, I thought I was showing it to you. I wasn't showing it to you. Okay. Is this the page right here? Let's make sure you can see it this time.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
Okay. It opened into a new tab and I looked over and I'm like, it's not even showing. Okay, that's a little bit too big, but it shows it's bigger. So I'm gonna go. So that's it. Excellent. But
it's
why does
awesome.
it keep giving? This is giving more modern dates. You were there 2 weeks ago, or one? You were at the
2 weeks
Arches
ago.
National Monument.
Yes, it was.
I went there about a year ago and took some video of that big. What was it called? The landscape arch.
Yeah, landscape arch is epic. Magnetic universe. That's what I was stumbling to say. Free energy, anti-gravity, and forever young. Nikola Tesla resonance and advanced motor design. What
So
else?
you were there with Julia.
Yeah,
and she
and Daryl was a
Oh,
meeting.
wait. Which Daryl? Daryl who?
Daryl. I don't know.
Okay, I'm
Caitlin
getting
Daryl?
nervous. And okay, I have some stuff that I want to tell you, but I can't say it. Something's happening in October that I might do, and there's a I think there's a Daryl involved, related to Randall Carlson.
I don't know. Don't think
Okay.
so.
All right, please continue with your talk on Tesla Tech. You were in, where was it? It was Albuquerque, New Mexico, right?
Yes, sir. Albuquerque.
3 days?
5
I saw
days. 5 days.
5 days.
5 days of presentations, and it's like the majority of presenters are all PhDs, but like PhDs of the best kind. Have you heard of like Jared Polak, the fourth state of water? He's pretty epic. Then there's Bob Greenier from the Martin Fleischmann Memorial Project. He's really awesome. He does the different cold fusion, but what's called low energy nuclear reactions, and it's cold plasma state and plasmids. Then there was Terrence Howard, along with Dr. Wei Ping Yu of NASA, that they appeared together first on the PBD podcast, whatever is. Apologies if I got that wrong, but yeah, they were the headliners. It was pretty epic and awesome, and yeah, it's probably the best event I've ever been to. But I am a super nerd, and so is Parker. Dr. What does he call himself again?
Parkenstine.
Parkenstein. I love that. Parkenstein.
Hey, I'm gonna start going to them for now, and I'm start going to these a lot more too, man. I was just talking to my wife. I didn't realize, I don't really fly. I don't really fly anywhere. I don't really do shit. I usually drive most of the time. But I didn't know it was like only $200, $300 to fly from where I'm at to like Nevada or some shit like that.
You got to catch it right. You got to do it right. You got to do it the right way. And never go through Dallas. Never go through Dallas. Okay, so here
but
you
that's
were.
what I'm saying. Like some of the tickets that I've seen are like $150, and if I'm gonna start going to these events, because this is how you actually network. Like when you mentioned Terrence Howard, when I went to the Cosmic Summit, there was literally people just sit. You didn't even have to go. Listen, you didn't even have to go to the actual event because everybody was just chilling inside the hotel.
Oh yeah.
Big secret right there.
So the night events.
That's for people. People should really know that, because some people don't have the opportunity to buy those tickets.
So you were there. I met you, Tyrone, at Cosmic Summit 2025, and some of the best things was outside of the actual. I'm gonna just be really honest, because we're 3 hours deep here. The presentations, while important people like Robert Schoch, Randall Carlson. But the ones that weren't, they were boring, and you're like, what am I doing here? This is cray. And so you're taught, like you said.
To me, it's not even that. To me, it's not even that. There's a lot of people who are struggling, who have great information out there, who can't get, that don't have the opportunity to, spend money on these events. That was, it was pretty expensive. $500 for just a basic package was very expensive, and there's a lot of people out there who say they want to help others, and everybody's serious about sharing knowledge and stuff like that. We was just talking about this earlier. I started my website, even till this day, is still free, meaning that if you go to my website, anything that you know about history, religion, conspiracy theories, or anything like that, you're going to find on my website, and it's going to be backed up by facts and evidence and stuff like that, and it's not monetized. When I go to somebody's website, I get really pissed off when I have to click through so many links just to get to the information that I want. You know what I mean? Because they're so blinded by greed and money that they have to have so many ads on their website that it takes away from me wanting to look at it. And so that's why my website is literally free. Everything that I do, literally everything that I do is free. Everything that I do is free, except my book. You know, I published a book. Of course, that's not going to be free. I mean, I can give it out to people for free if they ask me. You know what I'm saying? That's not an issue. But the point is that, you know, the greed is what hurts a lot of people. And just think about all the people, like right now, there's people out there trying to find sponsors, because I want to do my own convention. I've been telling you about how I want to start my own conventions. It's not hard to, you know, rent out
I have an idea about that. I think we should talk more.
Montana.
Not a hotel room.
Montana in a week's time for a month or two.
You're back down in Montana. Okay, wait. Let's sort this out. Slow down. Okay, so he's in Georgia, man, and I'm in Southern California. I have a location. I have a venue here. I don't want to get too detailed about it, but there were some plans to do something here, but then something got in the way. Personally, the only thing that I think that happens here is contact in the desert. The Integratron is a big part of that every single year. I did it 35 years ago, man. I kind of got burned out on UFOs. And I didn't even think about Integratron, or Tesla. I knew about Tesla 30 years ago. I did. But the conference idea, a good theme, fun, having fun. Like I was going to say, Cosmic Summit, the fun was out in the parking lot where we were all smoking and drinking and having a good time. And
that's what I'm saying.
Tesla Tech, the hotel. It's actually, so that is the inside garden and pool and like nightly social that we're smoking, drinking, and socializing on the inside, which is a giant like garden and epic little oasis in the center of the compound. That it's amazing. The
Albuquerque.
Does
this show where the compound was? I guess they're not selling it anymore.
It did show.
There it is. Henderson, Nevada. Come on.
No. That's
so you didn't even have to buy. So Bernie, you didn't even have to buy the tickets. You could have just met people in the hotel, right?
If you're just walking in or hanging out front, absolutely.
Yes,
exactly.
And that's what should motivate people to go to them, because think about it. Like I said, you might not have, like the Cosmic Summit was pretty cool because they gave you a hotel room for those days, for those 3 days. I think it was also, if I'm not mistaken, they gave you a hotel room.
It was like 4 nights. It was 4 nights, bro. It was 5 days.
So they gave you. So it wasn't expensive as far as, you know, you had to buy your own hotel room outside of that. You got the ticket. You got to go to the events, and then you got a hotel room, which was a blessing. But if you live near there, if you're in the local area, right? And this is for any event at that. And I just learned this. This is at any event. If you're near their event, you don't have to pay the ticket to go there to network. You know, you're only paying a ticket to see the people perform. You're not going there to see the people at the hotel lobbies and drinking and shit.
So I'll give a prime example and show demonstration. If you wanna, and shout out to Mud Chat in your chat stick, becoming a member there. Look at that.
Yeah, it's happening. It's all happening. Thank you very much, Mud Chat.
So, if you want to make me a large screen or make us all larger, so I
can I say one thing before you want to be large?
Just for a moment, only.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so are you finished? Can I ask you one thing? Did you watch this person talk right here? These people, that person, and that person. Did they talk?
Roden was supposed to be there, but he wasn't scheduled, and I didn't see him. But So, someone shout out to David Cooper, my mystery man that had been emailing me for a few years talking about this translucent, transparent silver. And sorry, I got to get a light. Here we go. Good old cell phone. But it's pure silver that you can see is see-through. It's
Oh
translucent,
yeah, I can see
and
it. Yeah.
it's metal, pure silver metal. It's a decent chunk of silver. Point being, I got the absolute pleasure and amazing once in a life experience being at Tesla Tech because David Cooper drove down and decided just to hang out in the foyer and emailed me, and we met up and we had a blast, and I got a couple samples and he explained his process, and I do believe it is another exotic state of matter. But it's those once in a lifetime, he didn't pay to have a ticket. He came down, showed up, and then he was able to get in. I brought him into a couple of the presentations, but it was just awesome. Like, you go up to other media rooms, you make friends. It's like it's wild. It's so packed with great presentation or presenters and fellow brilliant minds, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna start going to them because I met some really cool people. And I just enjoy this shit. Like I really enjoy history. Like I enjoy history a lot. And um I could just imagine where my life
Crown
would be at
Plaza.
right now if I would have like I could probably if I'd have took this serious like 10, 15 years ago, just even 10 years ago, I could have
Right?
probably did a lot more shit. But I wasn't really serious with it. And the only reason why is because I had to get my mindset not to want to monetize it, like make money from this. Because once you start making money from this, then it becomes like a job. It becomes like work, and then you lose the soul because now you're always trying to catch up with the next dollar bill. So I'm letting everything just happen naturally, and that's why I just enjoy doing what I'm doing. I don't really care about making money. I mean, I bought all my equipment just so that way I can share what I share, like literally. You know what I mean? I don't, and I go
Exactly.
and I'm gonna start going to these events and just continue to build my stuff up because, like I said, at the end of the day, all this stuff is always going to my information is always going to be out there now. And I like that because I took a lot of time to do this. This is something, there's not that many people who get to do whatever they want to do. I get to wake up every day and decide what I'm going to do the next day without having to worry about trying to figure it out. Basically, I can just say, hey, if I want to do this, I can do this. If I want to do that, I can do that. And I do it.
And that's amazing, right? That's being able to live your full life and make dreams come true. And that's
Yeah.
what Tesla Tech definitely was for
Are
me.
we going to
And
get free energy? That's what I want to know.
That's
And
why I
who's
said, like,
Oh,
all we
Well-
have to do really, like I looked at hotel conference rooms, bro. In most cases, they're nothing but like $200-300 for a full day, if that. And if you're doing a few days, I'm pretty sure they'll give you a discount. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
Because those conference rooms aren't always used, so they
Exactly.
want people to use them for something. And if you could just get a nice small basic hotel, you know what I'm saying, you could definitely do something big. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm
Okay.
serious. Like my last goal in this whole grand scheme of things, I guess you could call, is me just talking at a conference, sharing what I learned about the Anunnaki, sharing that they didn't come
Oh
from a
God,
planet
I
Nibiru.
got the conference for you. I'm gonna put you in contact with Terry Carter, and that was the second conference I went to over in Utah. That was the following weekend in Duchesne.
Why don't I
yeah,
know about a second conference? What's going on here? What's the name of this conference?
the Moon Lake Gathering, Utah, and oh my, yes,
What?
we will get you there, my friend. I promise I will make that happen for you.
I'm supposed to go to Utah next week.
Oh, take me with you, you
I'm
savage.
gonna put that on my thing right now. That Bernie promised me.
Yes,
to be a
I
guest
swear.
speaker.
At the very least, you'll be able to get up on the open mic. But I will give my
August
word. I will
14th.
do my
Wait,
best
it
to
just
get you on,
yeah.
but it shouldn't be a problem because there's lots of Nephilim researchers presentations on real giant bones and real excavations, and then the FBI stealing it and all sorts of stuff. And your actual research, your actual the etymology, but the language translations that you're doing, right? You went back to the roots of it, figuring it all out. It should not be a problem to get you a presentation spot there. It's yeah. I will make it happen. If it comes down to me or you presenting, Tyrone, at Moon Lake next year, it will be you over me. I will promise
Let's do
you
it together. Let's do it together.
100% we will. But I'm saying, if there's only one spot that's open, I'm making sure it's you, not me. So we're good. I'm gonna be there either way, but we'll be there together. Hell yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
You know, I just want to say one thing because I didn't like the wherever I found myself just now. So I went back to this video of your Tesla tech, and I stopped here several times because I saw these people. Now, were they speakers? Can you give one? And let's watch the
So
what?
this little freaking
Let's watch it. Let's watch
video
it.
is- I think it was like maybe AI or like it was produced by someone else. So it's like a promotional.
Who's this
one.
lady? You don't
I
know
don't
who she
even
is?
know. The one on the one in the picture. In
Yeah.
the picture. Is it the same?
Not the
lady?
one meditating. The not the
Yeah.
woke one.
Yeah. So there was a presenter there. Let me find her name.
Okay, it's okay.
I wanted to
and then this
catch the
guy, then this guy.
presentation, but I missed it. That's Marco Rodin.
Okay, who's
He's
he? Tell us
presented-
about him.
He's
Forget
presented
her.
in past years. He was rumored to be coming this year, but then he did not. But he'll probably be presenting next year, I'm guessing.
Wait. Marco Rodin. I've met this dude. He did the Rodin coil.
Well, it was based off of his mathematics, but yes.
I met him in Sedona 3 or 4 Easters ago, and he was impressed by the chance that he also was. Yeah, okay. I think I met him. I think never mind. He's a cool dude.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to meet him again. Yeah, Marco. I remember that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool
so
dude.
he'll
Okay,
be
so I'm going to let the video play with no sound in the background while you continue talking. If you see anything of importance, a lot of I liked what you were saying earlier. It all matched up to what you're saying.
Oh yeah, it's pretty wild and awesome.
That's a pretty good shot right there. Is there next year? You're going to go next year?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Here's more people. Wait. Here's more people.
Oh, if you go next year, bro, I'll go with you. Let me know. Seriously, bro, I'm serious about going to these more often. So if you,
No,
if you're
100%, you guys can come or should be at Tesla Tech. I'm a presenter there every year now and doing media and love it.
Whoa, slow down. You presented?
Yeah, bro, did you not?
You got to advertise yourself better than this. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
I had no idea you were presenting. I'm over there at Cosmic Summit presenting, and you didn't even say, "Oh, I'm presenting too."
Yeah, look, see right
You're being all
here.
cool.
Yeah, look, boom.
Is that same lady that we were just looking at?
Yeah, that's Elena Freeland. No, that she's
I'm
a
gonna
different
go back
one.
a little bit. This
It
is
could
the
have been
schedule.
her
There you
sitting
go.
next to the
Wednesday.
other device.
Here was the schedule. See, okay, now you know what? I'm getting mad because when I did my Cosmic Summit first day with you, I showed you the schedule. Here we are, Wednesday, August 6th, do-it-yourself drone construction workshop. You didn't mention that. SPM, I don't know what that means. Transhumanist geoengineering. That's that lady we just saw. She was like the first presenter.
Yeah.
Bernard Conklin, conference evening social.
Bernard Conkin, and that's me. And that was the main event on Wednesday, the opener. But I was apparently Steve told me afterwards. Actually, he told me before a couple times too, and I was like, "What are you thinking?" But thank God. So he had scheduled me as like this one of the Saturday night headline presenters, but after they printed or the scheduling, then Terrence Howard and Dr. Wei Ping Yu approached him and wanted to come in, and he's like, absolutely, we will have you as presenters. So I was moved to the first day, which thank God, because it's like, you think I could sell freaking tickets compared to Terrence Howard? No fucking way. So it was great that happened. And yeah, my presentation was a great success. And
Is it on video somewhere?
yes, it is copyrighted. You can buy it on DVD, or you can buy the entire 5-day conference for $100 on-demand streaming that you get. Once you buy it, you have it forever. They're well worth it. It's pretty epic.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I bought
Yeah.
a couple of those.
Yeah, but it's one of the reasons why you do want to be there, and we will all be there together next year, because that is my conference. I fucking love it. I love it so much, I'm dropping F-bombs.
There's the drone. Well, slow down. Let's look at all this. There's the schedule. Thursday. Oh, there it is. Friday and Saturday. And is that Sunday over there?
Yes, sir.
Robert Herlick Vendors Showcase. All right. Yeah. This right here. Who's that? Paul Finman. Oh, he's the DIY drone guy.
Yeah, he also did another presentation, I believe, on the Thursday. But yeah, he's dope. He's
Okay. I saw two of those. And then there was her. I still don't know what that means. Geoengineered transhumanism. Okay, there you are. There you are. Rediscovering lost ancient sciences. How many times did you mention the Stig in your presentation? I'm pumped. Ouch. I'm already ouching.
It was my first presentation ever.
Next time you got to get me on, speakerphone. Okay. Chemistry is rooted in the ancient research of AI? No.
Alchemy.
Is that a misprint? Men who attempted to purify, mature, and perfect certain. You know what? Why don't we just get your presentation going and go for another hour? We've been doing this for 3 hours right now, but
oh
we got 10 viewers.
Not tonight. It is almost 1 a.m. But I will keep going with.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you. I want to let you sum it up. Now, this video is 35 seconds left. I want you in 35 seconds to give me your biggest takeaway from the whole conference. What does everybody go on?
If you can afford to travel to these conferences and pay for them, the experience you'll have is next level. But even if you're just a local or you can't afford to travel there, like David and Tyrone were describing on how they met out front, it's always like in the foyer or in the certain areas, the smoke pits, the bars, it's
the
just
socializing, the real socializing.
Exactly, the social event. And that,
not social media, but face to face.
Yeah, the real world. It's called the real world. The opposite is AI, essentially, but it's kind of trying to take over the real world. But for now, we need to stay unplugged. And the best way of unplugging from it all is by going to an event, socializing with a whole bunch of like-minded people. And it's Tesla Tech was the one conference, one event I've ever attended in my life where I got to meet multiple of like my inspirations and heroes. And it's like every one of them was like the best that they could have been. It's like they say don't meet your heroes, but Tesla Tech is where you want to meet your heroes. You just need better heroes, and your heroes need to be the people that are at Tesla Tech. And we need to get Parker Edmondson at Tesla Tech, and I can make that happen. So we need to make that happen, my friends.
We can talk
and
a little
all
bit more
of
about
us
this
be there. All of us be there.
I want to go.
And
yeah.
Yes,
I should have gone. I was just
You should have, because you would have come with me. If you made it that far, you would have also came the extra conference 1 week later, Moon Lake Gathering. And yeah, if you haven't seen, now that you've shown Tesla Tech, look up Terry Carter on YouTube, and then we
Is that
can
her,
show-
right? Is that a man or a woman?
That is a man.
I already have Moonlight Gathering up. Maybe I'll go to
there you go.
videos.
All right then, you're already ahead of me.
But no, I'm not seeing anything. Let's go to all. I think I should go to YouTube and look at a video there. There's a lot of stuff. Moon
Yes,
Lake
you should.
Resort, Moon Lake Gathering.
No,
Is that
no.
it?
Moon Lake Gathering, Utah.
All right. So the problem is it opens up a new tab and it doesn't show. Here it is, coming soon. There. That's it, right?
That's
Moon
the
Lake Gathering.
one. So
Coming
the website
to-
was never finished, but the event did happen. It was fully organized and it was epic and awesome. Where is the what? No, never mind. It was just the ticker was out. So that is the website. It's working. I'm confused, but I'm not. It makes sense now. Duchesne, Utah. It's amazing. It's
Duchesne.
one weekend after Tesla Tech, and in between Albuquerque and Duchesne is Moab, and Moab, Utah. On one side has Canyonlands National Park, and on the other side has Arches National Park. And to get there from Albuquerque, you first have to go by Shiprock. So it's absolutely.
You went to
amazing.
Shiprock. You went. You also. I know you for a fact. You went to the Arches. You went to Shiprock.
Yes, sir.
Were you still with Julia? Were you? Were you still traveling with her to these places?
Sadly, Julia was gonna lose her job and probably her house if she didn't get back. Like she couldn't take 3 weeks off of work, sort of thing. So she was only there for the Tesla Tech portion. But next year she will hopefully.
Well, and honestly, there's so much. That area. I'm just gonna go for it with my if it works with the I use this more than Google Earth now because it just shows so much. All this area in that whole region, just I think it's all energy going on. And Southern California, I mean, look at that mound right in the middle of that valley right there. You see that from space, but you can't see it from space because this is a topographical map. The whole area is just charged, and when you're driving across, you don't realize. Look at that straight line right there. That's not the San Andreas Fault. The San Andreas Fault is this way.
Yeah, so
why
Dutch
is that straight line?
sense
about
goes
that?
into that as well. Exactly. You gotta
about
have
that?
you seen Dutch Sense's work? You're on the exact same level.
No, Dutch Sense is from that. Oh, okay. I've seen the channel before, but it's been a while. Dutch Sense.
A legend,
I mean, look at this
my
area
friend.
right here. All this is just been worked, and this world has been occupied by ancient beings for longer than we can even fathom, and so
Oh yeah, here
the
highlight
energy, yeah.
highlight me again, and I'll put on a little video that this is as suspect geology as it gets. Oops, come on.
That's
Here
just
we
a tracking device, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh no, hold on. Why is it? Oh,
One of these days,
my
I'm going to
apologies.
get rid of mine.
Wrong one. Here we go.
So
There
Tyrone,
we
I
go.
can't hear
There
you.
we go.
Does Parker have a phone? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I got that picture too.
Right? But
Yeah.
it's everywhere you go, it looks like former actual carvings and
Statues.
monuments and statues.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
does.
You remember what that one is called? By the way, this
That's
is
the
the
big
Arches
thing.
National Monument, right?
Yeah,
I drove
that's
through
the
there
Three
too.
Kings at the start.
Oh, that's the Three Kings. I didn't know that one. I never remember that name for some reason. And I didn't see it either when I was there. I was just there a year ago. And how can that right there, that whole side just not be scraped off rather than natural erosion?
It looks a lot kind of like Egypt or Turkey or Jordan and stuff. It's very, very like Babylon. It's
Well, and that's the question: is why are there so many arches in one place?
Most
There's
people.
one right there. There's an arch. You got an arch in the camera right there.
Yeah,
And then you got the collapsed ones. That was a small one, yeah. The landscape arch. Where's my video in my YouTube channel of me standing there? It's like a football field long, and
it is. It's insane.
it's got little cuts at each end, like somebody created it. It's like, why would those cuts match at each end? Like, how is it natural that it matches the cuts at each end? I don't get it. And yes, it's collapsing. There, a part of it fell off a few years ago. So one of these days, that landscape arch is going to be gone. And you, Tyrone, you were talking about going to these conferences, but making sure to go to the landscape arch before it collapses. I think that's an important visit right there. Have you been to Utah, Tyrone?
No, I haven't been there.
You will
I
next
think
summer.
Moab. Okay, Moab is a good spot to get a room, and then go to.
Look at that! Like,
Canyonland.
isn't that like a freaking one right there? That one totally looked like an Anunnaki.
But oh yeah, well, I'm telling you, you're up close on the ground. But get into Google Earth, and I can show you straight lines right over arches that show that there was ancient megalithic straight line cuts being created. I mean, I want to pull it up right now, but I don't want to.
That one
Distract.
kind of looks, if it'll focus. Oh, it's not gonna focus. It looks like
There you go.
a bird dude, and then a reptile dude. Come on. You can see like on the heads.
Look, this okay. Let me just be honest with you, and Tyrone, I want to tell you this because of the arches. I don't believe those arches were all formed naturally. I think that those were the playground of giants, and they carved the arches for fun, or they carved the arches to get over to their house or whatever. And we're talking about stuff that's 1,000,000 years old. And
Right.
what we're seeing right here on his phone, I remember those, especially the Three Kings. I don't remember seeing them in person, but when you showed them, I'm like, did I miss something? They could be melted sculptures or melted statues. And I think these arches are like, you don't have arches like by your house right now, right? Where are the arches?
Maybe right there. I'll let it play for a minute, but it's like so many of the corners look like they are melted or eroded.
Faceted, like cut off, like they were like shaped.
Yeah,
in my
but
opinion.
also like that they're like straight up like.
So that's that bird you
warriors.
just showed, right? You just showed that sculpture to beings right there. I remember this road. What was that called?
It's just the main road, right? And then you got cave systems throughout underneath them.
You know, I have a whole box full of these maps that I gathered. And when I went to Arches, they how did you get in? I had to go. I went to the gate, and they're like, I'm a veteran. I said, here's my veteran card. Let me in for free. They're like, yeah, but you still have to have a reservation. I'm like, what? And so I had to turn around out of Arches, and I had to go down to the stopping point and get on my phone and make a reservation. He's like, he told me, oh, don't worry, there's plenty. It's like, well, why don't you just let me the fuck in, buddy? No, you got to make a reservation. So I had to give him a QR code.
Yeah.
They don't want people to see this, so they make it as difficult as possible.
Or Stiggs just has an issue with filling out government stuff and gets stuck in airport
Fourth
terminals.
Amendment. Fourth Amendment. Do not seize my property. Do not.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
It's so
I'm
true.
kidding. Whoa, what was that? Go back. Oh, that was a bike. Never mind. The car had a bike on the back. I saw a lot of camels in Africa, and it looked like a camel. Yeah, this is a crazy place, and I'm telling you, it was an ancient mine. They were terraforming it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You're gonna make me want to open up a slideshow to show you. Thanks again to Sonic Roots Fun. Thanks again to Mud Chat for the new member. And if you're not, where are you from, Mud Chat? Mud Chat became a new member, but didn't say hi or didn't say where they're from. I'd like to know where Mud Chat's from. I just watched a movie called Mud something.
Looks all
It was a
scored.
TV show. Yeah, it's hard to focus in, but I know exactly where you're showing right there. I took the same. I didn't do video like that.
Yeah. I
I took
wasn't
pictures.
driving, so it was nice. But it's pretty ghetto footage, but it's
Who
still
was
there.
driving? Whoa, slow down. Who was driving?
Carol and Aiden.
You guys, man, I should have come out there. I remember when you said you
many
were there, and I'm
days.
like, oh my god, I want to show like some pictures of arches on the Google Earth. It's like totally fucking scored and quarry cut. When you're on the ground, like what you're showing, it looks kind of natural, but when you look at it, oh, there's another arch. What was that arch? Look at that one.
That
I mean,
looks
are
like
you
a
saying that's
tunnel.
natural? Oh yeah, the wind just drilled that freaking hole,
I
right?
know, it's
The
insane.
wind just eroded it. That's rain or wind? How about neither? Now I'm getting angry. Yeah, the arches that was created by somebody that why? I don't know. It was art. It was a pastime for giants who were doing mining nearby. They were mining. And over on the right, I know that road, and over on the right is called the Mud Flats. And if you look at it from the sky, it's totally different. It's totally straight and organized and
Yeah, they are.
on
Like,
purpose.
look at those.
The phallic symbol. Yeah, I remember that one well.
Or is it like a person with a head and there seems like there's arms on them and shit?
They call them needles. They call them
That
needles
looks like
and
an elongated skull. Oh, shit.
right.
Lots of them
Right.
look like they have the elongated skulls, or that they're anamorphic humans and stuff.
Okay, so to bring one thing from Cosmic Summit, Raul from Pillars of the Past, check out his findings. He found elongated skulls out in the middle of the fucking desert in Peru. I got to go to Peru.
Oh yeah, they're all out.
By the
all
way,
through Peru.
yeah, all over the place. And the graves, they were massacred, I believe. And then their grave sites were massacred. So there's still people. Yeah, I remember this road, and the name of it was something like the auditorium or the library or something like that. What was it called? Tale. What is
Look at
Tale?
that. So there you got a couple big arches.
Sonic Roots Fun is
There's
saying
some big arches.
tales or tails. Are you saying the word tails, one syllable, or tales, two syllables? I've heard tales before, I think. Oh, whoa! Look at those arches. I don't remember seeing those.
Yeah, hold.
And it's like, oh, they just appeared, erosion.
Sorry,
No.
we'll go back for you. You missed them. There you go.
Yeah, go back for those. Those are big, man.
Oh yeah.
And
Those are huge.
I'm telling you, also small caves too. I found some smaller caves
There's
down in the Canyonlands, not in the arches, and you could see that
On
they
the
had an
opposite
awning
side.
or something. Some of the tallest people lived in that region, so weird genes there. Are you talking about Utah Sonic Roots Fun?
the whole area. Lots of
No.
giants.
The Sonic Roots Fun is saying tallest people lived in that region. So I'm just, I believe that too. Tales as in myths, legends. Don't get me started, man. Spanish Peaks. Those mountains were built.
Brother,
I'm sorry you didn't get up to
Spanish
Colorado.
Peaks, like balancing rock. Are you kidding me? That thing. That's how is that
Sonic
balanced?
Roots is talking about someplace in Finland called Kainu, Finland. I'm telling you, these were giants that did this. It wasn't just humans that cut these arches.
Oh,
And when you look at the lines from the top of Google Earth, when you look
Alright,
down
my
at all
hand-
this stuff,
my hand is getting sore. That
you make me want to
full
show
video,
this stuff.
not the full video. That's less.
Look, I'm gonna go there. Let's go there with Google Earth. I'm gonna go there. Here, hold on.
And
Let me
we're
put
all
this
going
to the
there
top.
together next year when you come to the two.
Yep. Let me just do it.
We sure is.
Look at how it comes up.
Hell
Joel
yeah. Or heaven, yes, we are. It's gonna be amazing.
No, I'm
Okay,
definitely.
I'm sorry,
definitely
my
gonna
keyboard
go.
is-
You know what? I'm definitely gonna go, bro. I'm definitely gonna go. So
Yes, you are. I It's gonna be awesome, man. Tyrone, I look forward to it. And Stiggs, you best be. You should have been, but you will be next year. So we'll all be there next year.
Yeah, and I was close. I didn't know how much it cost. I've been living on credit cards recently. I need to raise some money. I might need a job. Okay, let's go over there.
We all
Okay,
need
I'm
a
gonna go there
job,
right now.
baby.
Are we?
Oh, life.
Okay. Yeah, life. It gets in the way. Just get a backpack and start walking. You don't need money. Food is free. You can eat bugs if you have to. Okay, so there's Utah. Let's just zoom into Moab. Is that it right there? Did I get it? Okay, no, it's over here. That's Moab. Moab's right there. And that's it, right? That's Moab. And you were over there. Look at those lines. So that road you took, those same lines are over there. That mud thing. Go on.
Just the 90-degree intersections, like it's going into that.
Look at those. Wait,
That's
they're
so
coming
red.
more.
It's
There's
so
better ones.
wild.
Better ones coming. I thought I could go straight there, but I kind of got lost. It's up here a little bit, and these lines. And there they are. There they are.
Wings are insane.
Right there. Thank you. Sorry, that's it right there. That doesn't add up for natural stuff, and that's
No,
the
that's
arches right there.
Yeah. Like what? No, that is not natural.
Now I'm going to show you something else I know. Yeah, and I believe these ancient
okay.
terraformers, were they weren't perfect. They didn't care about north south. This is the Trivergence, Canyonlands National Park. There's the Colorado River is here, and the Green River's right there. Up here is this thing here. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a volcanic plug. No, an upheaval dome. It says. Okay, maybe, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
no, we gotta go
over
in
here,
there.
I call them
Kivas.
Kivas. Say it.
Has anybody been in there? Like, is that accessible? And what?
Oh yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's not
Okay.
perfect. Okay, so this is okay. So I got actually Bradley, the guy that used to work with Randall Carlson. He was saying this was Canyonlands, and I'm like, no, that's not Canyonlands. But I was wrong. It is technically the Canyonlands National Park right here. And
Really?
what is it called? Yeah, it's called. This
I
thing
wonder
is.
if that
What is
area
it called?
accessible.
Upheaval Dome. It doesn't. Not even clickable. Not even clickable. Upheaval Dome.
Like that's the off area of Canyonlands. That's where we got to go.
Well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. The Confluence Overlook. I believe this is the place to go. Why?
All of
Not
these
because
places. All
Yeah.
of them.
it's not easy. I tried to go there, bro. I was in Moab twice,
Okay.
and I drove in here. I'll tell you where I went. I went to the place Elephant, I think it's called. Look at this. I mean, don't tell me that this is like natural erosion.
Oh god.
And
that's-
they say that's the salt. I'm like, wait, the salt? Yeah, the salt from the
Okay.
Utah salt. Okay, these look to me like some kind of a special
No.
strip mining. But what I believe is the most important thing is the fact that it's right by the rivers. It's right by the
yeah.
Colorado River. They're putting the material in there to do placer mining. That's why you see these lines here. They stripped it. And when you go down a little farther south, you can see some super straight lines in here. Super straight. It's like, whoa. How does bedrock, what is it? Is it sandstone or is it limestone?
And limestone, yeah. And something
How
else.
do
It
those
doesn't
types
make
of
sense.
stones-
It just doesn't make sense.
How are they like
geologically,
predetermined to cut lines this straight? And I'm not finding the ones I want to show you. These are called, okay, those, by the way, they were up by landscape. Those things right there, they're everywhere, and they don't happen near your house, but here they are in Utah, and it's because of the salt. Where's that one straight line?
Where's the
You know,
salt lake? Not there. But yeah.
It seems to me it's just a little, and by the way, sometimes the satellite doesn't show it perfect, so you can see the straight line when you put it in an angle. Look at that straight line right there. Look at that cut.
Oh yeah, it's so freaking.
And yes, I believe they cut it straight here, and they picked up the saw blade and then dropped it down and cut it straight
What's
there.
to say the Nephilim or the Anunnaki aren't still living
What's
in
going on?
those?
What's going on with Tyrone over there? Tyrone, you're not fast enough. Okay, good.
No, I'm
just
listening. I'm listening.
I'm just checking
I'm
on you. We're looking at these straight lines in Utah, and look at those angles right there. Look at how they intersect and then they go this way. Like I believe they had saw blades cutting through, maybe laser
Something.
beams,
Something.
maybe Tesla laser beams, bro. They knew their shit, and so they pre-scored it. And yes, a lot of stuff happened afterwards. Moab is a very good place to go. You got to go there, Tyrone. Is that it? Is that Moab right there?
He is. He's coming. He's on board. It's happening.
And
It is. It definitely is.
what about Shiprock? You went to Shiprock. What a fucking experience!
Yeah,
you had
man, that's
the
the
good-
route we have to take each year to attend Tesla Tech and then attend Moonlight Gathering the next week. You don't have a choice. You have to go by them. And if you're going by them, how can you not stop and explore them? And it's like you got that extra 4 days in between the two conferences, so it just works out like magic, and we're doing it every year.
Oh no! I'm sorry, I got to correct it. This is the Navajo volcanic field. That's what created this. The Navajo volcanic. There's no volcano. There's no volcano here, and there's no field of volcanic lava. I've seen lava fields before. I know what they look like.
It's not there. It's not there. I walked on. I know what you're saying.
That is not a lava field. I believe they were doing some type of look at the. By the way, there's another. Well, that's not technically an arch,
right? But very sus.
Where's that? Where the fuck is that? See, they're showing stuff that's not even there. That's not there.
No, that's on the other side. That's on the other side of the look in the background. The black line.
Okay, now it.
So that the black line.
I'm worried I'm going to lose it if I don't show it right. So I'm going to keep going. But this is taller than Devil's Tower. Tyrone, you got to go there. And I'm going to tell you a secret because we're 4 hours in, 3.5. I'm not going to tell you where. I'm not going to say where, but yeah, see that road? I drove down that road. That's where you enter down there. You enter here, and I drove down here. I'm not going to say a lot. There was an ancient burial. I found an ancient burial ground. I got video of it, and I can show it to you. I'm not going to show you where it is live, but it's not hard to find in a way because it's so important that people. Okay, so this ancient burial ground that I found, all the little mounds, the stones on the top were so eroded that it had to be like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years old. It was old, man. It wasn't just 100 years ago.
At least it's probably tens of thousands.
What's going on here? This is some kind of a weird shot. I don't know what that's the ridge. And yes, I did a recent video comparing that ridge to the dam they're building in Colorado, where the center asphalt ridge is just like this. It matches. Okay, this is where I have to stop. 20 out of 20. Navajo volcanic field. What bullshit. Okay, so yeah, I found an ancient burial ground there, and it's amazing in my opinion. And no, I wouldn't dig it up. But
oh God, no, they would shoot you if they found you doing that. It's right in the heart of Navajo Nation.
I shouldn't tell you where I took the rock from?
No. Well,
yeah, exactly. Well, I took a rock, man,
as a sacrifice for your own trespasses when we go back next year. That's on you. But
you know what I want to do next to this is go to the Star Fort. It's right near there.
Exactly.
And I didn't go. Here, hold on.
So that's what we're doing next year.
Because it's too far. This is near Four Corners. Look at that ridge. You're telling me that ridge with a central spine and the shoulders, which are like
90 degrees going out the other way.
Well, look at this. Look at this. Look at the what's going on here with these two big, huge mounds and a third one, but this straight line is all symmetrical. It's all symmetrical.
Oh yeah, it's engineered.
Intelligent design. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Slow down. You said, what did we just say? Oh yeah, the Star Fort. That's over on Highway 25 it's up here near the Colorado border. Star Fort. It's right here. It's right over here. Like right here. Like I know my shit. Like I really know my shit. I'm not joking. Here's the Star Fort. And here's the thing that you got to know. Here's the star fort right there. There it is in the
that's
center.
lava.
Okay. So it's not even there. They tore it down. They say that's what it says. They tore
We
it
need
down.
LiDAR on that. That needs deep penetrating radar to see how deep.
Well,
it
you can get the man and you can go stand there right there. They don't even show you in the middle of the star fort. No. You got to. They look. There's the path that goes through the star fort to the other corner. No, they're not going to go there. They're going to stop at the edge. They don't want the world to see anything. It's there. It's pretty flat. You know, they tore it down. They tore it down.
And it's probably buried by like there's probably 2 or 3 stories of it still below with how
I believe that's true. There's a picture of it and it seemed to be tall. I have to do a little research. But here's the thing.
LiDAR.
So you got this
LiDAR.
there's the star fort. They don't even talk about that, but what they talk about is this bullshit over here. Oh, this is during the Civil War. This is where the troops lived. And then you get in there and you see
the city.
These melted. Okay, that's stone, but most of it is actually not stone.
Melted
this
brick.
is mud. It's mud brick. It's mud. It's adobe. Those are adobe buildings that have melted.
Exactly.
So that's where the military lived, but they built that star fort. And by the way, we know what a star fort is. Okay, now I should brag. Let's get out of let's go just to have some fun.
No, but hold on. Zoom straight back in there. Just go straight back in and then slightly to the right. What are all of those scrapings to the right of it?
I asked this live on my YouTube channel like 5 years ago.
Up more.
What are these fucking scrapings?
Up more.
I'm sorry.
Geoglyphs. They're geoglyphs, but up more. It's right down. Zoom in. No, straight zoom.
Here?
Right there. Yeah, right there. You got it. Zoom in there. And then to the left. No.
It's a ridge. No, these are. I don't know what that is exactly. That's why I have to go
there. You go. To the left. There you go. Right there.
Okay. Well, I want to say, yeah, for sure. First of all, right here, you can see that is water management. You see those lines? That was an ancient river. Where is it now? I don't know.
Right, and then look at that,
That's
like
ancient.
the entire ridge next to it, though. Like,
do you think that do you think that the Civil War era military, probably the Union, not the Confederates, were here in New Mexico making these dams, collecting water? Is that what you believe?
No, definitely.
Look at these ridges. Okay, that's called terracing. That's
exactly.
terracing.
That's geoglyphs. I already told you that's straight geoglyphs. Like, there's no doubt about it.
They're old. Yeah, they're not 150 years old like these buildings,
Those
which
are
melted, or the Star Fort, which is right here. And it's like they tore that fucker down, and they still can't get rid of it.
Agreed.
It's a done deal. And yeah, and then you have this so-called I think it's a joke. Look at the fireplaces are strong. That's melted.
Adobe that's trying to cover up the original ruins so that you don't understand that all these sandstone bluffs and badlands are actually all super ancient civilization, and it's on a macro scale throughout.
Well, a star fort is a different species and we don't know who built them.
Yeah, they're probably.
I was just here in Cadiz. I'll have to find it real quick over here, I guess. Where is it? Damn it. And there was a building. There it is. And I went in there. And by the way, there's a lot of so Cosmic Summit, after we had our live stream, you and me, Tyrone was there. Tyrone, you watched the video with me. Did you watch that Michael Donnellan video where Michael Donnellan showed the structures he found off the coast of Cadiz right here?
Yeah.
And right over here, you can see stuff right now. And there's a lighthouse on this thing, whatever that thing is. I call it a ridge. And then you go into Cadiz and wait, let me back out. And there's actually, wait a minute. There's actually pillar circles in here somewhere. I can't find it but before I met Michael Donnellan, I met another guy named Mark Borst, and he showed me the same stuff Michael Donnellan showed. This river over here, right here by this whatever structure
Yep.
was built. There, if you follow it in, you can find not
No,
these
that's an
boats.
ancient canal for sure.
You can find okay. Look at that; they're covering it up. It's covered up right here. There's these things here. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
so-
yeah, they're covering a lot of it up.
I got to prepare more. But what I want to show you is the Star Fort, which is over here. Now, this is my place right here. Tyrone, you're coming here with me. This is Cathedral of the Cadiz, and I've heard this bell. And you too. Let's go. I want to go
Yes, we
there
are.
early November or late October maybe. And I have my reasons. Okay, so I left my place and I went over here and I had some coffee in the morning, and they played this fucking music where they were stomping like freaking Blue Man Group, and I couldn't handle it. I had to walk out because it was so crazy. Cadiz, man. Look at this right here. It's this one right here. That is, what is that?
It looked like it's some kind of amphitheater.
It's an amphitheater. And I've never been there. I've stood here looking at it. You see these stones, whatever those are. I totally didn't go in because I missed the open hours. It's an amphitheater. And I didn't know about it my first time there. And then the second time I went, but I was in a hustle. And my place where I was sleeping is right over here. I don't even want to tell you. Look at this thing. What is that? I don't know what that is. Honestly, that looks interesting. So Cadiz, okay, so I'm going to the Star Fort, and you're going to see how it's been altered. Right here, I know it doesn't look like a Star Fort yet, but hold on. This is the train station. So when you go to Cadiz, you come out of here, and you can walk over, and you can go right up here, and that's where this one place right here, you can't really see it. I got a picture here of me standing next to that thing. It's that little, I forgot the name. But now, as you back out, you can see. And another thing I want to say about this before I give up the reins, right here, the entry point has columns that are full columns. Like you look at Roman columns and they're segmented. These are not segmented. Those are full columns. But do you see how the Star Fort shape is here now? They cut it up. They cut it in half. They destroyed it. But if you look, I was over here, and you see the far point of one star.
Oh yeah, big time.
And then it comes over, yeah. And then you come over, and they cut it because they needed a road next to the water. And then they made this entry point. But this is a Star Fort, and I got a phone call from Trekker Willis. I was talking to I Am Kairos. Remember him?
Oh yeah, I love I Am Kairos.
I was in this. I was trying to talk to the ladies. There's some ladies in here, and there's a video, and he called me and I talked to him. I got to tell him, I got to record this. There's a museum. I didn't even see that. There's a palace of, this is an amazing place. This was Atlantis. Plato talked about this place, Cadiz, in his writings. It went to the twin of Atlas. The twin of Atlas received the lot across from Cadiz. Right here. Morocco, Casablanca, Marrakesh. I went to the Atlas Mountains. It's so exciting and so easy. It's not hard. Let's take a flight to Casablanca together, and we'll drive over to Marrakesh real quick, and we'll check out the Atlas Mountains. Then we'll go back to Casablanca, and then we'll fly over to Mauritania and see the Eye of Africa real quick. It'll take like 4 days. Tyrone's asleep. Are you good, Tyrone?
No, I'm still here.
You're good. You're coming here with me, right? Tyrone has to, you're getting your passport. You're getting your passport.
I want to, but you want to go so soon. It's like I'm gonna be in.
Okay, here's my idea. Let me tell you a secret. Palm Springs to Barcelona round trip in January. Here's Barcelona, right here. Barcelona, Spain. I went to their, I want to show, okay, hold on. I want to show you something I keep in my wallet still. We're pretty late in the video. This is probably not valid anymore, but this is my card. If you want to go to Nectar, Barcelona,
You
Talk to
realize
me.
you're not
I can
showing
get you in.
on camera, right? If you're trying to show your card, you're not on screen.
Oh, I'm not on camera. Okay. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Okay. Anyways, I'm paying for this. Here I am. Okay, let's show it one more time. I still carry it in my wallet. Nectar. This was my first trip to Spain, and it was my first stop to get a head change, and it took a little bit of internet. You don't just get to walk in like in California. Let me just say that. Barcelona, and
Hey,
you gotta get out of here.
I'm about to get out of here.
I think we're all about to get out of here. It's only been 4 hours for me. I started this 3 hours and 40 minutes ago. But we gotta. Here's what we gotta do. We gotta start. Look,
I feel you.
Bernie,
Much love.
Bernie, say that again.
I said I feel you. Much love. I was on a couple of podcasts prior to joining for several hours today, so I know what it's like to be there for the full 4 hours. It's time. It's late, but
you know what?
it's energizing. The three of us.
Nobody works harder than you.
Hey.
Nobody works harder than you. And sorry I cut
thank
you off, but nobody does.
You for saying
You
that.
are the powerhouse, and I want to. Here's what I think we should do: the three of us, and maybe a few others. Maybe Alberta, maybe not the place. Georgia, I don't know, but I do have a place in Tennessee where we could do it. And then here near me, we get in there and we just do a powerhouse freaking diatribe of fucking videos in a row and show it all. We just do everything. We're using the chat GPT. You're going to be in Montana when? Sorry, I cut you off. Say it again and then tell us when you're in Montana.
I think the place by you could work, right? And the Integratron, heck yes, hell yes. Like let's do that and make it happen. And we are definitely doing Tesla Tech, and we're definitely doing Moon Lake next year because they're epic events. And it was the best time of my life this year. And I will definitely also be presenting next year. And both of you can probably be presenting at Moon Lake at the very least. But if you do science, you can present at Tesla Tech too. And we need to get Dr. I keep forgetting. Parkenstine. That's right. Parkenstein.
I already hit him up.
I already hit him.
I'm gonna link him up with you, Bernie. I'm gonna link him up. I messaged you. It's late for him, of course. So when he hits me up, I'm gonna just let you know
we're calling him right now. We're calling him right. Hold on, let me get this right. We're calling him right now. We're calling him. Okay, go on. So yeah, you guys got to do that. And I want to be involved. That is awesome, and he's awesome. You know what? After this is done in about 2 seconds, I'm going to be watching his videos. Like I got his channel all lined up. Parker Edmondson.
No,
I'm watching
Dr. Parkenstein. Yeah. But all right. So I'm gonna head out, y'all. I see. Shit, I see.
We're all
later.
out of here. No, it's over. We're all out of here. Is there anything last minute? Crypto.
Next year.
Anything last minute to say before I cut it? And I'm going to sleep. I'm walking right into bed. So say your last words, crypto.
Going to do Montana Megaliths in the next week or two, and you'll be down there for a bit. So yeah,
we got to talk about that. We got to talk.
Right.
Maybe I can come up. Okay. And last words, Rebirth of the Word. Go.
Just buy my book, Journey Through the Origins of History, on Amazon.
Awesome. Yeah, your book is awesome. I've seen it. I'm playing some music. Let's play some music, and I'm out of here. I'm first. I'm playing the music. Good night.
All right.
Oh, wait. We don't want to play her after all. I take it back. Play this instead. Peace, guys. Thank you for joining me. 3 hours and 43 minutes, and I slept. Oh, 6. Wait. 5 people watching. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a share. I hope you had fun. I hope you stuck with me. I'm going to check the comments. Last time. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's the video, I guess. I hope. Thank you. Jimmy got in here from the last minute. I'm out.